Happy Halloween! The cat is not on the cat camera. When is the cat ever on the cat camera? Actually, I can give her some treats. I just sat down. I was running around trying to find the cat. And I had to make my iced coffee too. I didn't anticipate my cat would be hiding somewhere. Okay. Yeah, because I started my stream, right? And I was like, okay, time to go make an iced coffee and grab the cat. And then I made the iced coffee, grabbed some water, and then I was like, where's the cat? I was like checking all the rooms, all the usual hiding spots. Checked my sister's room, just in case she likes to hide in the closet in there sometimes. But she was kind of hiding in like a little corner. I was like, I got you. I got you. Come here, you're my content today. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I gotta turn on the redeem where you can give her a cat treat. Then you can give her some snackies. I'm so flustered just because I usually am sitting here a little bit before I actually switch over and start yapping, but what am I? Channel points. Oh my god, I'm like in the settings and I'm like, what the fuck was I doing? Forgot like 3 different times. Okay. Cat treat. Cat treat. There it is. Okay. Alright, now you guys will be able to give the little creature cat treats. Where's the redeem to give you snacks though? Well, I'm a human being and I can give myself snacks whenever I want. Like, I have an iced coffee. That's my snack for right now. And then the other day at the grocery store, I bought a little cake for myself. That's a snack. I had some of that today. That's a snack. You guys are my snack. I'm gonna eat you. See, I'm like a vampire or something today. Ah. I'm going to bite you, Tat. Ah. Cat treat. Oh look, guys. She's willingly go. Okay, no, she's gone. I got excited because usually she doesn't go on the camera. So we're bribe her. Guys, check it out. Do you guys notice? I got new bed sheets. The previous bed sheets were white. Now I got gray ones. Huge, big neutrals. So it's darker. It's great. Very aesthetic, very nice, very cozy. And then I got this new, this mat thing that I put. It's a cat, it's a pet mat. It's not just for cats. But I imagine it's probably very useful for cats because it's self-heating. I don't know exactly how it works. There's some sort of thermal thing under it that kind of like reflects their body heat when they're on it, and it gets kind of warm when they're on it. Like warmer than it would just from their own body heat directly. It's very cool. It's very cool. She was sleeping on it one day and she got up and I like put my hand on it. It's like so warm. Okay, cat, come get your treats. Come here. Where'd you go? Come here. Oh, you're over there. Okay, come here. Come on. Treats. Look. Hey. Come on. Where'd you? Oh, there you are. Look. Come on up here. Up, 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 up. There you go. Yummy. Oh, she munching. She munching. Okay, you can have those. Do with them as you please. We gave her 4 treats. We're fattening her up. Nah, I swear she lost a little weight recently, so I'm like, okay, here, you have all the treats. You get all the treats. This dude was running around his house with a chainsaw as like a Halloween thing, question mark. I hope that was a Halloween thing. I hope nobody's trying to talk in the YouTube version of the chat. Probably not. It's just there just cause. But it signed me out, so I actually can't see the chat, so I'll have to like log in. Classic scuff. You guys can't see the scuff, but it's there. Trying to remember. Okay, what are my sign-in details? It's a good question. That, maybe. I might have to check my phone for the password, low-key. I have all the passwords in my phone notes app. Like an old person. Oh shit, what's the password? Okay, one sec. Password. What is the password for that? Okay, I got it. I memorized it. Yeah, I'm smart like that. Okay. Sorry, I went quiet while I did that because I had to like repeat it in my head the entire time so that I would not forget. Okay, so I should have that just in case somebody decides to talk in there. The cat left again? The cat left again? No, she's back there. She's back there. She see the little black blob? Little black blob in the corner? That's her. That's her. She's probably sad because I kind of made the blind extremely closed. I don't know what you call that. It's not really blinds. It's just like a big thing. It's not curtains either. It's something that's like pre-installed in the apartment. Anyway, so normally I leave a bit of space with that so that she can jump in the window and hang out. But when I'm doing the cat cam, I close it because that's like perpendicular? Parallel? Words are hard, but because it's dark out when I stream, and I'm like, bruh, if I tilt that camera up, y'all gonna get my side profile. That shit's not good. I don't have a good side profile. So I make sure that the window's completely covered so I don't accidentally dox my side profile. Nobody needs that. I hate bitches with a nice side profile, bro. Don't catch a photo of me from the side. I have an okay front side of my face. I look pretty okay from the front, but the side profile, I don't know. People with a good side profile can fuck off. You got like nice jawlines and shit, and you like look good, and like everything, your nose looks nice from the side, and like, God, must be fucking nice. See, I could sit there and eat shit while chat looks at a dude eat food. Is that what chat wants? Is that what they want? Okay, guys, the context here is that we have an actual specific date now for when Nikki's gonna be visiting here in Canada, and we're gonna use him for content when he's here. Okay, so remember how I ate a bunch of snacks? I did a little hand cam, and we tried a bunch of the random snacks that I brought back from America. We're gonna basically do the same thing in reverse. So I'm gonna get a bunch of Canadian specific snacks and foods, and we're gonna stream me making him try them all because he's never been to Canada, I think, question mark. Let me know if I'm wrong. I think I'm right though, because I'm always right. That's one thing about me, I'm always right. And I do like eating ASMR low-key. I gotta figure out this shit with that ASMR mic. I don't know what's wrong with it. The tech support person thinks it's something to do with the software settings and not something to do with any of the physical, like the mic itself or the digital interface and stuff. And I'm like, okay, but I just can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. Cat's back. Oh, she's leaving. Nope. Okay, she's leaving. The cat hates us for real. But anyways, so I was just figuring we'd do it as a hand cam, and I'd shove a second chair in beside my chair. There's not a lot of space in my room, but I think there's just enough to have a second chair in here and have Nikki sit beside me, and then, you know, hand cam, all of that, have the snacks, right? And he was like, yo, what if you set up the camera on me and like they can see my expressions? And that thought never occurred to me because I'm a VTuber and I don't do that shit. You guys can see my hands. You guys get the fugly little hands and nothing else. And I was like, maybe, because I like trying to think logistically, since my room is kind of small and stuff, how that would happen and how we would do that in a way that wouldn't be very likely to accidentally dox me. So like if I was gonna do that, I'd have him sit on the bed 90 degrees from me and point the camera at him instead of it like right beside where I'm sitting. I don't know, I'll have him kind of decide a little bit when he's here, and he can test out the space and see how comfortable it would be to just sit kind of on the side of my bed beside like the length of my desk and whatnot, but I was like, imagine wanting to be on camera. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let Nikki cam, but he only gets food when we redeem it. No, because I need him to try the Canada foods. That's the whole content, is we force feed him the Canada snacks. Yay! See, this one's fun because I know what the Canada stuff is. And I have a list. I'll have to go out and buy some stuff. But fortunately, my new job's at a mall. And there's like, I think there's like 2 stores. 2 grocery stores kind of on either end of it. I don't know what the one is because I don't really go to it. The other one's a Walmart though. So I can probably pick up a lot of the stuff at the Walmart one day after working. Probably wait till I get paid. I want to get paid first. I only got my passport like 6 months ago. I thought you got it like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. Yeah, it was very recent because I remember you telling me that you were like submitting all of that. I want to see your passport photo because I had to get mine redone. I think I got it redone in September, and my passport photo ugly as fuck, bro. And I was like, damn, because I just went to like the pharmacy because I don't know if you guys have pharmacies that do the passport photos, but ours do. It's like they have the post office, like the Canada Post in there, and then it's them that does the passport photos too for like 25 bucks. Except the people taking the photos are not like photographers, right? They're just employees at the Canada Post. And so they just kind of slap like the automatic settings on and then like a basic flash to it, right? With the white background. So I look really, I don't know, washed out, and it's not good, but it's good enough to count. It fit the bill for getting the passport, but it's not a good photo of me. It's not. Next time I'll go get it done by a professional and it'll look a little nicer, I hope, maybe. But this is my passport for the next 10 years. I'm gonna be using this ugly ass passport photo for the next 10 years. Cat's back! Cat's back! She's so cute. Why does she insist on sleeping back in the corner? Like, kind of behind. Look, you can only see her teeny tiny. Look, you can see her little ears, bro. She got that little Batman profile from the top. Guys, it's Batman. Batman's over there. Yay. Just wear a mask, okay? But then I have to wear a bra, potentially. I don't fuck with that. I don't want to have to be perceived. I'll be perceived if I go to a in-person event, right? But God, cameras are not my friends. You ever have, okay, maybe you are those people. I was gonna say, do you guys have a friend, but maybe you're the friends that's just really unphotogenic? And it has nothing to do with whether the friend is actually good looking or not, but for some reason they just don't look good in photos. That's me. I'm a normal looking person, okay? I'm not, you know, super attractive. I'm not a supermodel or anything. I just have a normal face. I look fine. But as soon as you put me in front of a camera, oh my God, it's so bad. I'm like, who is that? Who is she? That's not me. I look like an actual creature, and not in like the cute creature way. In the like, bleh way. Can Nikki eat hot chip challenge for a dono goal? That's up to him. I don't know why he would do something when I'm the one that would be getting the money out of it. I guess I could give him a share of it since he'd be providing free entertainment and I'm not the one who suffers. You guys have to ask him, okay? Yo, wait, we should do, you know, it'd be fun. I don't know how many times I'm gonna stream while he's here. You know, we can only milk him for so much content, right? But you guys just gave me an idea. because I actually have never done a stream like this myself, but it'd be kind of funny to do it and make it be Nikki's problem, where you know how people have people submit like questions and they do like an AMA, ask me anything type of thing, and that, but it's just asking questions, and it could be general questions or it could be specific questions, but we just make Nikki answer them. We just make him do all the work. You know, I'll be here looking cute and shit, right? But we'll make him do all the work. He can be the content creator, and I'll be the cute anime girl in the corner. You ready for a spoonful of Vegemite? Oh god, he's gonna hate it, maybe. I don't know. I think he's less picky than me. Definitely less picky than Nyx for sure. I don't know. It's really gross. It's really gross. I still have it just so Nikki can try it when he's here. I am so excited once he tries it to just throw it in the trash and never think about Vegemite ever again, because that is cursed. That shit is cursed. It's like, no, it's nasty. Y'all just be eating that shit of your own no. Ain't the way anybody's eating that of their own free will. That's actually insanity, for real. I offered to stream for you while you're at work, but I was like, why would you need to do that? You can just do other things. You can just do other things while I'm at work if I have work while you're here. I said you could hang out with Nyx. You could hang out with Nyx. You guys can be like buddies. You guys know each other, kind of, right? You guys could play video games together. You guys could play Overwatch together. I have Overwatch installed on my computer. You both play Overwatch. That'd be fun. You know, you could go outside. I don't know. You could play. You can watch TV. I was cleaning the living room and stuff today, so it's usable. It was actually not unusable. I was just making it a little more tidy, a little more organized. Because what happened today? So yesterday and today, I was doing at-home online e-learning, like online training before I start like my job in person. And the way it's set up is both today and yesterday, it's scheduled at a specific time. So today it was 9 a.m. Gross. Anyway, so for the first 3 hours, it's scheduled to just kind of be doing the modules that they assign you at your own pace. You get paid for the 3 hours regardless. Today's took me, I don't even know if it was a full hour. So I had like this 2-hour window after that, because after the 3-hour window, it's a 2-hour Zoom training. So there's a person, like a leader, that's there running it and sort of, you know, conveying the information and running. They'd be like, put you guys in breakout rooms and have you guys do like a little thing and interact with people. And there was like 60 or so of us in there. And so yeah, 3 hours of do whatever by yourself, get it done. And then 2 hours of Zoom training. But I finished it within an hour today. So I was like, what do I do for this 2 hours? Right before I have to attend Zoom school. And I just ended up kind of cleaning my apartment because I didn't want to go back to sleep or something because I just got up. And I was like, okay, I'll make use of my time. I'll do a little cleaning and organizing, right? Especially I'm gonna have a guest. I'm gonna have a guest here in a couple weeks, so going outside. No, I'm not saying grind Overwatch for me. Log into your own account and play. What? I don't want you. Don't grind Overwatch for me. Nobody grind. I don't care, but why would I care about Overwatch? You could play Fortnite. I have Fortnite. I have a lot of games. You know, you could log into your own stuff, your own Steam. I have lots of space on my computer. You can install games that you like that I don't have and play them. You can do whatever you want. It'll be great. You'll have so much fun. Yay! Pass on Fortnite, yeah. Exion! Diggle, 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 for the resub! For 3 months! For 3 months! Here, wait, I wanna move my alerts. I moved them on my other scene, but this is different. It's got the cat cam. It's different. I don't want them in front of my face. You guys need to be able to see my beautiful face. I'm very cute like that. Can you buy me Overwatch skins? I'm poor. I'm poor. That's why I had to get a retail job. Because I'm poor. So it's just seasonal. It's just seasonal. So I'll only be working there for like 2 or 3 months, I think. Unless for some godforsaken reason they want me to stay after the fact. I think that kind of depends on if they even need people to stay after the busy season is done. And then that also depends on if they like me. And then I'd also have to decide if I want to stay. I'd have to see how the workplace is and the people and yeah. But I think I'm just gonna be scheduled like twice a week for a total of like 10 or 12 hours. So probably not even like long shifts. Probably like 6-hour shifts, 5-hour shifts, which I don't mind because it's customer service, it's retail, right? 8 hours in retail is too much. I don't want to be standing doing retail for 8 hours. I don't like that. There was already the one idea for me playing Ultra Kill while you're just chatting. Yeah, I know you were like, oh, I want to play. What if you streamed and I would just play the game? And for some reason he was like wanted it to be Ultra Kill, which I'm like, I don't know anything about that. Would that be a good stream game? I'm not sure. And I would just be like in the corner yapping, but I was like, why wouldn't I just yap? Why wouldn't I just yap without a game? Why wouldn't I just stream normally at that point? It's funnier if I do stuff like making you try Canada foods or making you do the hot chip challenge or making you answer people's dumb questions, you know, stuff like that. Basically what every streamer does is just do dumb stuff for content, except instead of me doing it, we make Nikki do it. Yay! I'll pray for you on Black Friday. Yeah, I don't think it'll be that bad. It's just one day. And I don't think Black Friday is as crazy in Canada as it is in like the US. I've never seen anything too crazy. I mean, I imagine it'll be busy, and they did say we're not allowed to book that day off, obviously. So that kind of actually originally messed with my plans. Because originally, the plan was Nikki was gonna visit here in Canada in October, because I was gonna go visit him down there in November for like Thanksgiving, because his mom invited me, because I befriended his family, and now he'll never get rid of me ever. But obviously the fact that I have to work on Black Friday, which is the literal day after Thanksgiving, kind of messed with those plans. So I'm not visiting there anytime soon now. So he just ended up, he's visiting here this month. Yay! He can experience actual cool weather. I don't think they get a lot of particularly cold weather down in Texas. Do they? How cold does it get in the winter in Texas? I don't know. Texas is too hot. I don't like it. One time I went to Florida in the winter and it was like 30 degrees Celsius and I was like, ew. What the fuck? I like when it gets cold and it's all like autumn and it's nice and cold and stuff. You got like sweaters and jackets and it's super comfy and all of that. I don't like it to be hot all the time. I can't wait for summer to end when it's summer. I literally look forward to it all the time. I'm like the whole summer cranking the AC. I'm like, is it fall yet? Is it fall? I don't want it to be hot anymore. Partially, I don't like the heat. Partially, I don't like how much I have to pay in utility bills to run my AC. We had one bill one month this summer that was like $300. And I was like, Okay. I was like grabbing the toaster from the kitchen, making my way to the bathroom, and I was like, okay, no, that's a bit dramatic. That's what it felt like. I was like, damn it, what the fuck is this? I looked at that bill and I was like, damn, that's actually crazy. The alternative is to like melt though, so I don't want to do that. Their pipes froze the other year. Really? It actually got cold enough for that to happen? I'm surprised. But I guess it wouldn't, I wouldn't be surprised that their pipes froze, because I imagine their pipes and their plumbing and stuff are not built for cold weather. I assume they built them, I don't know what materials they use exactly, but I imagine here they kind of take the cold weather into account, since it's, you know, several months out of the year it gets below freezing quite consistently. So I imagine they account for that with our pipes and stuff, because it gets cold a lot, but the pipes don't freeze, or not very often. Yeah, they're not good. I imagine, does Texas ever get snow, or anywhere in the South ever get snow? I feel like it's not common, but I imagine if it does happen once in a while, people probably don't know how to drive. They probably genuinely, I would not want to drive in Texas if it snowed, because I know nobody else would know how to drive in the snow. I feel like that's asking for trouble. We like suddenly forget how to drive. Even here, I swear, it snows and everyone forgets how to drive, and I'm like, dude, this happens every year. What? It gets cold around February. Okay, noted. I will go visit Texas in February. Get ready, Nikki. I'm gonna be your problem in February. But actually, that's probably a good time to travel, low-key. I bet it's cheap. I bet it's cheap, because who the fuck travels in February? Right? Because I feel like the price is partially based on demand for airlines and stuff. And so that's why it's really expensive to travel in December, because everyone's traveling for the holidays, for Christmas and stuff, right? But then I imagine after that, in January, February, it's probably pretty cheap. And then March, you get like the spring break travelers, and probably people taking vacations from work for a week or something. I'm not sure what the most busy months are besides December, but I bet it's pretty cheap in February. Texas barely gets any snow, so when they do, the entire state just panics. Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. Yeah, that's about what I expected. I can't tell if she's joking or not. You'll help. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I'm gonna, I can visit in February. What's it? Oh my god, wait, Valentine's Day is in, oh my god, I could visit for Valentine's Day. I bet you've never hung out with a girl on Valentine's Day before. Yay! You can tell your friends. You can be like, guys, I'm hanging out with a girl on Valentine's Day. Unfortunately, she's an anime girl, a cringe, weird anime girl that I befriended that's from Canada that just kind of showed up here. But it still counts. It still counts. Isn't a bit sound fucking? He's fine. He's coming. He's visiting here of his own free will. I would not visit him if he didn't want me to. Okay. It's so dramatic. He's so dramatic. Like, just because I know where you live and, you know. Calling him out like that. Okay, in his defense, how many of y'all have ever had Valentine's Day plans? Okay, I'll wait. I don't think I've ever had Valentine's Day plans, honestly. What do people actually do for Valentine's Day? Do people go out on like dates and stuff? They'd like get a reservation at a restaurant or something? all romantic and shit, like candles. That's too busy. I would actually prefer not to do that. I would prefer if I was gonna have actual Valentine's Day plans, like all romantic and shit, and not just me harassing Nikki as a meme. I would want to just stay home and do something. Like just eat chocolate out of a heart-shaped box, or get, okay, I don't know if you guys have this at anywhere, but we have, I think it's Pizza that does it. Do you guys have Pizza down there? They make this stupid ass heart-shaped pizza around that time. Okay, hear me out. We order the heart-shaped pizza, right? We get a heart-shaped box of chocolates. Right? We go crazy. Watch like some stupid ass movie or something, some rom-com. Hang out with the cats. Be great. This is the dream, really. Damn, now she's calling us out. Hey, you know, that's your fault. You're like, oh, she's calling Nikki out for never having Valentine's Day plans. Ooh, and I was like, okay, but have you guys ever had Valentine's Day plans? I don't know. I don't even know what people actually do besides go out to dinner or something and give each other chocolates or something. Only thing I've ever done is, you know, when you're in elementary school, you're like 3rd grade, kindergarten, whatever, like you're a little kid, everybody comes to school and they have a Valentine for everybody, because you can buy like a set with like 30 little cards in it and you just write all your classmates' names on them and give them out to everybody. And everybody gets one from like everybody, and you're like, oh my god, look at all the Valentines I got. But it's like everybody kind of has to do that. Yeah, that's probably the last time I got a Valentine. So Little Caesar's heart. Wait, Little Caesar's does a heart-shaped pizza. I feel like for the amount of pizza you get, it's probably really not a good value. But the the whole meme of it just being heart-shaped is kind of funny. But technically you could just get a regular pizza and cut it into a heart. Right? They do Chick-fil-A nuggets in a heart. Oh my god. We don't have Chick-fil-A here, guys. I've never had Chick-fil-A. I have to make a list somewhere. I should probably make a second list in my phone, because I have a list in my phone that's the Canada foods that we have to force feed to Nikki, and then I should make a list of things that I have to try next time I'm in the States that I didn't try last time, because I didn't try especially a lot of the foods, the fast food places or the food places, because we ate most of our food at the Airbnb because we bought too much food. And so I know Chick-fil-A is one of them. I think if there's a Five Guys somewhere, I think I've heard that that's kind of overrated and a bit overpriced, but I still want to try it just once just to say I did. You're missing out on the Lord's chicken? Oh damn, I didn't know it was that serious. I'm gonna try the Lord's chicken. Have a religious experience. Oh, what is it that you do on Valentine's Day? Okay, basically, you go to an overcrowded restaurant that can't afford to keep their usual quality of food because it's so crowded, and then you go to an overcrowded romantic place because being a huge crowd is totally romantic. Yeah, it's all like people doing the same stereotypical things that you do on dates, but all at the same time, and so everything's just overcrowded. That's the thing I don't like. I would literally rather stay home and just like, I don't know, cuddle or something. Eat chocolate and cuddle. That's the dream, honestly. Then you go home to have sex, but you're too tired, so you just gotta sleep. Yay! Hey, babe, you wanna have sex? No, I wanna sleep. Oh, okay. That's so me-coded, low-key. I'd be like, hey Callie. Hey. They start putting the moves on me and I'm oh, Sonic. Oh yeah, that's one I have to try as well. Don't they have milkshakes or something? I want to try the milkshakes. Do they have any interesting flavors? I know they have milkshakes. I've heard about it. Or is it just the very normal flavors, like the vanilla, chocolate, strawberry? Because if it's just that, it's kind of unexciting. But I'll try the food or whatever. I suppose. Whataburger when you come to Texas, and Buc-ee's. I know Buc-ee's is one thing for sure, because I don't know. I didn't know that's how it was spelled though. But I've heard of, I mean, Nikki mentioned it before because I didn't go there last time and he was like, no, I didn't take you to Buc-ee's. You didn't experience Buc-ee's. And I was like, what is a Buc-ee's? But I've also heard, pretty sure I heard my VTuber sibling Lan. I'm pretty sure she talked about it too because I think she's from Texas. She said she's from Texas and she was talking about Buc-ee's one time. She's like, anytime I have a friend who's never been here or never been to Buc-ee's, and she's like, I take them. I was like, that's what you do. You befriend a Canadian and you make them go to Buc-ee's. When I was there, when I visited Texas in June, I think the first thing we did, the first day was just kind of me getting there, us getting to the Airbnb, grabbing some groceries, and then just kind of chilling out. And then me crying because I slept for like an hour and I was exhausted. There's no reason I was crying. I was just like way too overtired. And I just like started crying randomly and then went to bed. That's just what I do. If I get way too tired, I just start crying. Please tell me other people are like that. I just become so tired that I don't know how to handle it. And I'm like, but yeah, so the first thing we did the first day where we actually did something, which was the day after I got there. Because I got there in the evening, right? By the time I got to the Airbnb, it was like 8 p.m. So the next day, I was like, can we go to Target? I'm such a white girl, bro. Such a basic white girl. Like, I want to go to Target. Can we go to Target? Can we go to Target? I want to go to Target. We don't have Target in Canada. I want to go to Target. And the Target had a Starbucks and everything. So I was living my best life. I was like, oh, we go to the Target. I buy some Starbucks. I get to peruse the Target. I can't remember. I probably bought a couple things. I don't remember though. Oh, I bought some slippers. I remember. I bought a pair of slippers for myself and a pair for my sister. I think I bought some snacks too. That was my happy place. That was my happy place. Target made me happy. I'm sorry to all the Texans, but I'll never not pronounce Buc-ee's as bussies. I'm gonna call it that from now on. Nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about. I'm like, guys, guess where I went today? I went to Bussies today. I went to Bussies today. And everyone will be like, huh? Like, you know, B-U-C-E-S, Bussies. That place that everybody's always talking about in Texas. If I yawn hard enough till I'll tear out but not cry. Yeah, no, I can see that for sure. I you know when you're tired? I can't stop yawning when I'm tired, but then also when I'm yawning, my eyes like water too. I think it's because when you're too like overtired or sleep deprived, I think your eyes are more dry or something. So I think your eyes are probably making more moisture to keep your eyes moist. Maybe. I'd have to confirm my knowledge, but that seems likely to be a thing. But no, I just get like, I don't know how to describe it. I think it's just emotionally, I don't know how to regulate myself anymore once I become too tired, and then I just start crying. Like, I guess. I'm just a crier though. Like every emotion, everything just makes me cry. Like if I get angry, I'll cry. If I get frustrated, I'll cry. If I get happy, I might cry. That's the one that doesn't necessarily make me cry. If I get sad, I'll cry. If I'm too tired, I'll cry. Just, bitch, I'll cry. Don't threaten me with anything, I'll cry. Hello, Leah. Welcome in. I hope you had a nice Halloween. I saw you were doing some pumpkin carving earlier. Because I was up kind of early. I had to do some job training online this morning. So I was up early. I saw you were doing some pumpkin carving. I didn't see how they turned out in the end. I think when I stopped in, you were carving out some sort of cat on a pumpkin. I think. I'm not sure because it wasn't done, I don't think, when I popped in. But I hope you have fun. I didn't carve pumpkins. I didn't carve pumpkins this year. I wanted to, and I wanted to do it as like maybe a hand cam too, but I just never ended up doing it. I think too, some of the stuff that I planned to do kind of didn't happen because I started this fuck ass job shit. Because obviously at the beginning of this month, when did I have my job interview actually? I'm not sure, but basically a month ago I didn't know I was gonna have a job. It's a part-time job, but still something I gotta work around a little bit. And so I was like, yeah, you know, I'll do this and that and that. But it's like, wait, I actually can't do everything because I do have to spend my time elsewhere sometimes, which is cringe, honestly. Truly, I wish I was not employed. But it is actually a store that I shop at sometimes, and I get a discount, so it's not all bad. I get a discount on stuff. Unlike last time I had a seasonal gig, it was at a toy store, and I was like, I got a discount, but it's like, what the fuck am I gonna buy at a toy store? I don't have any kids. Ew. Right? And like I could have bought maybe some Legos or something, but back then I had no interest in buying Legos. And they had Pokemon cards, but I didn't get into Pokemon cards until a month or two ago. So, you know, I didn't really benefit from that back then. I think also the thing that sucked about that job, it was that on the complete opposite side of the city. So I had to take 2 buses to get to this fuck ass job that paid me minimum wage. And then I had to take 2 buses to get home. It was not worth it. But this time, the job that I have, it's a more likable job in general. 'Cause it's more, I don't know, more interesting to me. 'Cause it's like I said, a store that I actually shop at sometimes. So I already know a bit about the stuff that they sell anyways. And what else? Where are we with this? Oh, it's a lot closer. It's actually technically walkable. I think it's a little far. I walk there fairly often because there's a Walmart and stuff there. It's kind of part of a mall, but yeah, I can walk there in 30 to 40 minutes. So it's not bad. And then if I take the bus, I just hop on the bus like right outside of my place, and it goes basically directly there. It's like 5 minutes on the bus. So it's actually quite convenient compared to the last job that I had. I hope the part-time job is okay. I hope so too. It seems pretty good so far, just from going in the other day and meeting. I've met 2 of my managers, I think. I think there's 3 managers for the store. I don't know if they're all the same. It sounds like one is more like the main manager that does all the scheduling and stuff, and then oh wait, I've met all the managers. I met all 3. I forgot because two of them interviewed me, and one was kind of like the HR manager, so they do a lot of like all the HR related stuff. Like they're kind of responsible for like hiring and like initiating the training and stuff for the new hires. And then the other one at the interview, I think, is the manager that's more associated with the inventory and things like that, probably responsible for ordering product and stuff like that. And then the other one I met very briefly actually the other day. She walked in and the other manager, the HR manager, was like, oh, this is, you know, so-and-so, and she was one of our other managers, and she's the one that does all the scheduling, so if you have any preferences or whatever, you know, talk to her. And I was like, banger, I will. But yeah, since I'm a no life loser, I have really open availability that I gave them. I basically gave them like full of it. I was like, I'm available whenever because I am a loser. But like really, like anything that I do outside of that right now is just like content and VTubing, and that stuff can be done on whatever schedule, right? I can work around 2 random ass retail shifts a week. You know, it's not really a big deal. Plus, since it's a mall job, the longest hours that they're open on any day is like from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So that's not even that bad. And then on weekends, I think it's open till, it might change for like the Christmas season. Because I know sometimes they have extended hours at retail stores and malls when you get close to, you know, like Christmas and stuff. But normally it's Saturdays 9 until 6, I want to say. I think. Don't quote me on that, because I'm just going based off what every mall I've ever encountered has for hours. And then Sunday, I think it's like 9 or 10 till 5 p.m. So that's not too bad. I'm never gonna be working very late on weekends. Downside to that is that I might have to work in the morning on weekend days sometimes. And I'm not a morning person. Today I had to wake up at like 8 a.m. Set my alarm for like 8 a.m. so that I can start my stupid online training at 9. The first half hour of that is just so I can lay in bed and convince myself to get up. And then the other like 20 or 30 minutes is so that I can make a coffee and turn on my computer. Most of the time is just, you know, laying there mentally preparing to get up out of bed. I hope you're gonna work bestie soon. It's tough when you feel like you can't have fun at work. I hope so. It seems like people there have good vibes though. Seems like a place with good vibes and good management and stuff. And some of the training that I was doing, it touches a bit on like company culture and like values and stuff. And it seems like they have good values and good company culture. And one thing that I really liked, I don't know how much this applies to me because I'm super part-time, but my manager was saying that the company itself, not even just their store, they don't really do overtime. They don't really do overtime because they're like, we actually really value work-life balance. So even the managers don't work more than what counts as overtime. It's like, well, 40 paid hours, I guess. So they might technically be there for slightly more than 40 hours, but I think some of your lunch break isn't paid. I forget the specifics, but it's been a while since I had an actual job, but I think if you work more than 5 hours, you get like a 30-minute lunch break. And I think at this place, 15 minutes of it is actually paid. And I was like, oh, that's a banger. That's a banger. It takes you just half an hour. Normally, it takes me longer than that, but I was kind of trying to balance rotting in bed before I get up compared to setting my alarm too early, right? I was like, okay, I want to set it as late as possible and still give myself some rot time to get out of bed. So that's kind of like the medium I landed on, having like 30 or so minutes to get out of bed. I can get out of bed if I specifically have to be somewhere or do something. Cat! Okay, bye. I get so excited when the cat actually like goes near the cat cam. I'm like, oh my god, huge. But now I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so normally it takes me more like an hour to get out of bed, but you know, I don't want to let people down and be late, so when it comes to stuff like that, I'll get up on time. But normally I don't have to be up at a specific time. It's more my own decision what time I get up, what time I set an alarm. Sometimes I don't set an alarm. I'm just like, you know, I'll sleep till whatever time I sleep till. I think that's what I'm gonna do for tomorrow, because I've been pretty busy this week, right? Between streaming, going into my job for the orientation, and then the online training today and yesterday, and still streaming today after doing that earlier. Tomorrow's my day where I don't have anything. I don't stream, I don't have any work stuff, nothing. I'm gonna do some laundry and wash my hair. having everything shower. So that's a whole separate thing. But everything else is kind of just gonna be me chilling. If I decide to do some work, then it's gonna be of my own free will. Like if I just get in the mood to clip some stuff or do like a little editing for a clip for something, then so be it. But the expectation I'm setting for myself is do nothing. Just laundry and wash hair, because I have to go into work the day after that, so I can't be too disgusting. I have to be somewhat presentable. I can't be like a greasy little rat completely. They don't do overtime. Biggest lie ever. It's probably that if you work overtime you won't get paid. No, I don't think it's that at all. I don't think it's, especially with how generous a lot of the pay is, because they don't have to pay you for your lunch. Because you know how you get a 30-minute lunch if you work more than 5 hours? Every job I've had before, they don't pay you for that 30 minutes because they don't legally have to. At this place, they pay you for half of it. Which is pretty... They don't have to do that legally, so most places won't do that. And then additionally, the manager was telling me the way it's set up, so obviously it's a retail store. And you know how some retail stores, they kind of work off commissions in a way? Like you have your minimum wage that you get paid or your wage that you get paid. And then based on sales and stuff, you get like a percentage or a commission and you can make some extra money. So the way it's set up at this place is rather than it be like an individual thing where, you know, if you make specific sales or something, you get paid extra, which is kind of weird given like that's like that's so because you know you may be on the cash register the whole time. How are you gonna sell people stuff if you're on like the cash register? So it's set up as like the store as a whole, and when the store meets certain sales points, each person gets an extra added amount to their paycheck. And she was showing us what it's been like in the past, like this time last year, and also the most recent couple of months. So I guess like September, August and stuff. And it looks like most months people are getting somewhere between $3 and $5 per hour worked extra on their pay. Per hour worked. So if I'm working 10 hours a week and I'm working 40 hours a month and I get an extra $3 for each of those hours, that's an extra $120 for just doing my job that I'm already getting paid to do. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. It's an incentive for everyone to work hard but work together, as opposed to trying to compete with other people for sales or something, right? So your main goal is not really sales, but the store as a whole obviously is a business and they want to make money. So if you meet sales goals, everybody benefits. And I was like, oh, that's kind of nice. I don't hate that. I wasn't expecting to get any extra money. I was expecting to make minimum wage and nothing else. So I was like, okay, that's not too bad. We take those. They don't? I thought they treated you guys like people in Canada. Sometimes, but employers are businesses, and so oftentimes if they don't have to legally do something that costs them money to do, then they won't do it. Oh, cat, hi. Why don't you want to hang out on the camera? I set up this whole nice camera for you, so everybody can see how cute you are, and you're like a little black cat and it's Halloween. Cats are so uncooperative. But yeah, I mean, that's just common in general, I think, with businesses. They're just like, oh, I don't legally have to pay you for your lunch? Okay, clock out. You're not getting paid, bozo. So yeah, I think this is literally the first job I've ever had where they pay you for even some of your lunch break. You have like 10-minute cat off the mouse. You're gonna click something. You're gonna click something bad. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you get paid breaks that are like 10 minutes long, once or twice a shift. And you know, if you have the 30-minute lunch, almost always it's not paid because it legally doesn't have to be. Wow! Thank you for the $10 million!
Thanks, cat. I know your shy smile.
The cat! Not the message to the cat. She is shy. She actually is a shy little baby. She actually is a little baby. Oh my god, it's 4:20. I didn't even see that. That's crazy. But yeah, she's actually kind of shy. Not with me specifically, but with other people. She's actually... Well, I mean, she was shy with me when I first got her. But I've been bothering her for so many years now. She's warmed up to me, and now she kind of likes me, and she follows me around, and she pulls my hair, and she sleeps on my head, and all these things, you know, where she used to kind of hide from me and everybody. Now she mostly just hides from other people. She doesn't hide from my sister, because she's familiar with her. But I'm kind of interested to see how she handles it when Nikki visits, because we don't really have a lot of people come over to our place very often, besides family sometimes. And she usually kind of hides from them. She hides from them a little bit, because they're not here often enough that she's like, oh, I know you, I recognize you. So I'm curious to see how she handles it when there's a strange person in our apartment for like a week. I imagine at first she'll probably just hide from him, but maybe after a few days she'll be like, oh, I guess this dude's here for like ever or something. I mean, I might try to give him stuff to bribe her with too, like treats and stuff. So then she'll warm up to him really quickly. That's how you get cats to warm up to you. You just bribe them with food. They're very food motivated. I am also very food motivated. You can bribe me with snacks. I think she's trying to kill you. Nobody's trying to kill anybody. My cat's not trying to kill me. She is so sweet. She was actually hanging out with me all morning, guys. I was doing my stupid e-learning stuff and my little Zoom meeting training, and the entire time my cat was just curled up on the desk, just like zonked, bro. Just and I'm like, must be nice to be a cat and just sleep and be a freeloader and be a fluffy little guy. She's literally just sitting here purring, but she's not visible. Why do I even try with the cat cam? I swear to god, I'm like, oh, cat cam today, cat cam, but it's just, here's my bed cam. You guys like what I've done with the bed? Do you like the new sheets? Do you like the yellow blanket that I've got? I previously had a different blanket on my bed, but I was doing some tidying today and I found the yellow blanket and I was like, ooh, I'll fuck with the yellow blanket. Let's put the yellow blanket in my room. I thought that was still the ads command. No, we changed it back to the regular ads command, and Nyx gave me the little command that she uses for mpreg, so it tells you if you're mpreg or not when you do it. Congrats on being mpreg, by the way, Red. Oh my god, I'm so happy for you. Yay. She's trying to sabotage jobs so you can stay home forever. She would, honestly. My cats, I think, have issues from COVID. So before that, they were very used to us leaving all the time, because right prior to COVID, we were both still students. So we would come and go to classes all the time. You are gonna fall off the desk. Okay, whatever. If you fall off the desk, that's not my fault. And so they were very used to that, but then COVID happened and we were home all the time, basically ever since 2020. And now I think they have attachment issues because they get very upset very quickly when we leave, especially if we both leave the apartment at the same time, right? Like, I leave for a few hours and I come back and my cat acts like she's been abandoned. And I'm like, dude, I just went to the mall, bro. I went, what? And she's like, I am so lonely. My cats were very sad when I left for a week. When I went to Texas in June, they were like, I came back and they were like all sad and mopey, and dramatic. And then they get, you know, over it because they're like, oh, you are alive, I thought you died. And they're like, oh, I missed you. And sometimes they give you the cold shoulder for a little bit because they're like mad, like, why would you leave me? But then they kind of want to hang out with you, so they just, you know, get over it. And then they forget because they're dumb. Just baited. Cat. Oh, she's so cute. Guys, I wish you could see how cute she is when she gets all cozy on the desk. I'm gonna start just doing a hand cam, but it's just, the intent is just to get the cat on it, and we'll just convince her. We'll just have the hand cam and we'll make her sit on it. I'll be like, oh my god, no way, I can't believe the cat showed up on the desk. No, see, but if I do that, she's gonna not hang out with me and I'm gonna waste my time. It's like she knows. It's like she knows. We could if you showed her. I might be able to... Yeah, I can probably just grab the camera and show you where she's at. Let me make sure I don't accidentally knock anything over. Okay. Oh, that's wrapped around that. Hold up. Okay. I was gonna knock over my tripod. There's my setup. There's me. That's me. Face reveal. No, it's just like the weird little icon that they have on the face tracking. Here's the catso. Here's the catso. Hi, catso. Hi. Hi. Look at you. You're so cute. She just wants to hang out with me. Hi. Hi. You're so cute. Yeah. Yeah. You're a baby. Yeah, she's so cute. But yeah, she's sitting here instead of on the nice cozy bed and the nice little pet mat that I made for her and everything. Alright, eventually she'll go sit in the actual cat cam. Cats have murderous intent. They're just waiting for the right moment. Isn't there a book that you can buy, probably off Amazon or something, and it's like your cat is trying to kill you? Or like how to tell if your cat is trying to kill you. And I'm like, I don't need a book to tell me that my cat is trying to kill me. That's the third VTuber cat I see that has a resting tired of your shit face. This one just looks like that. She's looked like that ever since I got her. I have this picture on my phone and I have a version of it that's cropped on just her face and it's like really shitty quality and it's just her like with the most what the fuck face I've ever. She just has a resting bitch face. That's how you know she's my child, you know, because I gave birth to her and raised her all by myself. So she has the same resting bitch face that I do. She gets that from me. None of our other cats have it though. It's just this one. My other cats just are cute. She is cute too, but she's like, here, let me, oh no. I was gonna say, let me see if I can find the photo, but it's on my phone and then I'm using the phone for my tracking right now. I think I've sent it in the Discord before. It's really funny. She looks like, she's cute. She's cute though. Is it a requirement to be a VTuber? No, because my sister's cats, right? She's a VTuber. And her catos have like the cutest little baby faces. You guys have seen Mabel, right? If you haven't seen Mabel, let me put you onto something here. Image. I'm pretty sure I have a picture of Mabel on my computer somewhere. Let me just find one. Okay, image. Okay, that's not a good photo of her. I'm gonna find a better one. There's one where she's like, ah, and she has her tongue sticking out. She looks stupid. I'm gonna find a cuter one of Mabel. Okay, there she's sleeping. You can't really see her face. Let's see, what else we got? So many random photos on my computer. Some of them are of my cats. Some of them are nothing. I don't even know what some of these are. I don't name them properly either. They got names like GNJUK3TWOAA. I just like got them off somewhere. Like I saved it off somewhere. Oh, okay, here's a good photo of Mabel. Oh my god, it's giant. Oh my god, look at that face. Look at that face. Okay. Look at the fucking eyes. She got them big eyes, bro. Oh my god. There we go. More reasonable sized cat picture. So this is my sister's one cat, Mabel. If you've been around for a while, you've definitely seen Mabel before. And she doesn't have a bitch face at all. She's just got a little baby face. She got chubby little cat cheekies. She got big wide eyes. She's just a baby. She just looks like that all the time. She is cute. She is very cute. Look, she even has a little bow tie on in this photo. She's everyone's favorite, I think. Every time we show pictures of our cats, I feel like people usually like Mabel the most because she's got like the very fluffy, squishable little chubby cheekies. And she's got the big round eyes. She's very cute. She's very cute. I'm biased towards my cats. I think my little black catto, the one that's on the camera today once in a while, I think low-key she's my favorite. Just because she hangs out with me all the time though. She's like my little buddy. She follows me around like a little shadow sometimes. And she's the one that sleeps with me at night and cuddles me. And she's usually the one hanging out on my desk with me. So she's really just the one that's around me all the time. So I think that's why she's kind of my favorite. I love her resting bitch face too. Just okay. She'd be like purring, but her face looks like okay. I love my little void. It's super clingy. Dude, I'm such a fan of black cats. I love little voidlings. I used to have another black cat until maybe like 2 years ago now. She was kind of old when I got her, so she was pretty old by then, and she had like a, I don't know, initially it was like a lump on her belly, like what this cat has now that I want to go get checked out, and then it progressed and we didn't do anything too crazy about it because like she was an old cat and it would have been really expensive. So we ended up, when it got bad enough, we just euthanized her. But yeah, she was a black cat though too. She was a big baby. She was more of a big baby than these other cats even. She was so clingy. She was so sweet. But yeah, that's kind of why I'm a bit concerned about this cat. Because I noticed maybe, a week ago, I picked her up and I was like, wait, what's that? What do you got on your belly there? She has like a bit of a weird little lump. It could be nothing. But given that I had a cat that had something similar that progressed to, I'm pretty sure it was cancer, you know, and then she eventually got euthanized. I was like, oh no, we gotta make sure it's not bad. This cat's a lot younger than that one was too, right? She's like 8, maybe 7. She's not old, so you know, if there's something I can fix with her, I want to. Because she's a baby. I know she's technically kind of an old cat. She's technically on the border of becoming like a senior, and then they become like geriatric. But she's still, I would still say 7 or 8 is pretty young for a cat. Because cats typically live till what? Somewhere between 12, 15, 16 years. Yeah, so I'm like, you're not old enough to be having issues yet, you little demon. All right. What did you send me in DMs? Red, so cute. I love when Red sends me pictures of his cat because she's so cute. Her name is Simba. She's very cute. I love all cats. You guys want to do a cat rating stream one day, except it's just me giving all the cats 10 out of 10. Like, send in your cat pictures, I will rate them. And then the whole stream is like 10 out of 10. Very cute cat. Thank you for sending it in. 10 out of 10. Great cat picture. Thank you for sending it in. 10 out of 10. Great cat picture. Thank you for sending it in. 10 out of 10 love, dude. I love when they do the little loaf thing. They're so cute. Like, they look like they have no legs and no arms. They literally just look like a body with a face. And I'm like, dude, cats are so funny. Cat, go over there. She's going, maybe. She's kind of on the edge of the desk. Huge. No. Ah. Oh. Ugly ass air conditioner in the background. I haven't fully committed to putting it away, even though it's not actually in my window right now, because there's been the odd day that's still quite warm. Like today was actually 20 something degrees Celsius and I turned it on. I was like, nah. So I'm not committed to putting it away just yet. I think probably after this week it can go away for real and go into storage for the year, but I don't like having it there because it's ugly. It ruins the aesthetic of the room. But you know, we can look at the cat. Cat! Oh, she just got comfy. She better not move when I get the treats out. You're gonna stay there, right? You're gonna stay there? Look at her, she's alert. She's like, hey, I kinda know that sound. She's like, ah. Oh, where? Yeah. Okay. Here's your snackies. She's so polite when she grabs the snack. She's so polite. She grabs it so gently. Look at her munching away. You have one more. You get one more snacky. Hey! Oh, you dropped it. You dropped it. She got a little too excited and she dropped it, so hopefully she'll go back up there. She dropped it on the floor. She got comfy, guys, and then now she's not in the camera. Did she poop on the blanket? No, that's the label. That's the label. That's the brand or something. Yeah. No, so no, she didn't poop on the blanket, guys. She's a grown-up. She doesn't poop on things anymore. She poops where she's supposed to poops, okay? Look, you've offended her by asking if she pooped on it. She's like, I would never do that. What do you think I am? A kitten? I'm a grown-up. Look, she's back in her spot in the corner. Look at, she's way back there. Hi! Hi! She's straight vibing back there. You know what? I'll take it. Better than her not being on the camera at all. Sent some pics of my void in the pets chat. The first one is kinda silly. Aw, cat pictures. Guys, this is surely not gonna turn into a pet rating stream, right? Let me just take, oh my god, that is so, the little tongue is so cute. Okay, I might pull this one up. I might show everybody your cat, 'cause that's really cute. I'm such a sucker for cats, man. I'm such a sucker. Alright, where is that? I love when they have their little tongues sticking out. They're so silly. Okay. Let's make sure you can still see my cat. Ah! Cat! Look at the cat! What did you say your cat's name is? What is this cat's name? Look, she's like, ah. Does your webcam have zoom? It's a camera. It's a DSLR, so technically no. I could, in a sense, zoom in if I put a different lens on it. But I don't have that easily accessible. It's like up in my closet in a basket. Not on hands. Just put on the fucking zoom lens. The zoom lens. Zoom in on the cat's face, like super close. I have a handful of lenses. This is the most wide angle lens, and usually the one I use for the cat cam, because it kind of covers most of the bed. So anywhere that she hangs out, you can see her, even if it's in the distance. And then I have like a medium range lens, which is kind of like the standard one you would use for most things if you're just kind of walking around taking pictures, or probably what you'd use for portraits and stuff. And then I have like the really zoomy one, so it can zoom in really far. If I put it on right now, I could probably get a real close-up of my cat's face, low-key. It'd be really funny. She's lurking, yeah, she's just in the corner. That's where she sleeps sometimes, in that corner by the window. She has a few spots where she sleeps, because I sleep on this side of the bed that's closest to us. And so sometimes she'll sleep on this side, kind of cuddled up beside me. Sometimes she sleeps on the back of my pillow. Sometimes she sleeps on top of me. Sometimes she sleeps on my desk or my chair. And then sometimes she sleeps over there in her little corner. She likes her little corner by the window. I don't know why. She just likes being beside the window, I guess. Not too sure, honestly. Elsie! Her name is Elsie! Look at her, she's so cute. Do you guys, okay, those of you guys that have cats or have had cats, do you ever catch them where they just get their tongue stuck? Like, it's not intentional. Probably that's what happened in this photo. And you just catch them and they're like... It's like, they don't even notice that it's like that. I always try to get a photo of them when they do it because it looks really cute with their little tongue sticking out. But yeah, not a single thought behind those eyes. Not a single thought. That's okay. I like my cats without thoughts in their head. And cats without thoughts in their head make the best cats. The stupider, the better. I love stupid cats. They just run around like bonking their head on stuff, just being complete morons. So cute. Did any of you guys have Halloween plans? I kind of low-key keep forgetting it's Halloween. I know I have like the whole Halloween getup and the whole Halloween background, and I've mentioned Halloween like 3 times, but I kind of forgot or keep forgetting and then keep remembering. But I don't know if you guys have like Halloween plans or if you're planning to hand out candy. That's always fun. I like seeing the costumes. I don't hand out candy because I live in an apartment complex, so it doesn't really work. And but I remember when I was younger, like I lived at home when I was in high school, and I would help hand out candy with my parents and stuff. It was kind of cool seeing what costumes people had. You know, the little kids are always so excited about their costumes. They're like, I'm Spider-Man! And I'm like, wow, good job, Spooderman. Proud of you. Here's a Kit Kat. I live in an apartment so no one knocks. Yeah. I wonder if I did have a home or something, if I would hand out candy. I'm not sure. I don't usually do anything else. But I don't know, I usually just stream. I'll just be streaming on stuff. I mean, I didn't really stream today specifically because it was Halloween. It just happened that today worked out as a streaming day and it was Halloween. And so I was like, okay, I'll change up my color scheme a little bit. We'll put on the little themed Halloween bat hood. You know, we'll put a little background and stuff. We'll fit the theme since we're gonna be here. If I had more energy today, I would have done maybe a spooky game stream or something. But yeah, with how I've been sleeping this past week, paired with starting the new job, and like this morning I was up at 8 a.m. and doing my job training for the first half of the day, I was like, I don't want to do a big long stream, and usually if I'm playing a game it's automatically gonna be at least 4 or 5 hours minimum. So I was like, because I always gotta yap for like an hour or 2 at the beginning, right? Gotta get that yapping quota in, and then you need at least a few hours of the game, right? What am I gonna do, start up the game and then an hour later be like, okay, well that was fun, get like two rounds of something in or whatever. Get nothing accomplished in the game. So it's like, you know, we'll just have the cat cam. It kind of fits the theme of Halloween since my cat's black, right? Black cats and Halloween go hand in hand. So I was like, yeah, this works. And then I have a few days off in a row after Saturday, so I'll probably be able to do a couple more involved streams. I need some, I can't do too much. I'm just a little mentally ill creature, guys. I'm a little guy. But yeah, I think I have, as of right now, actually I don't think that'll change because I have 2 training shifts on the 2nd and the 7th. So it's not like I can pick up any shifts in between them because I'm not trained yet. So I have the 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, and the 6th where I'm not working at my little job. So you'll probably see a decent amount of me the first half of next week, in theory. We can catch up on some game stuff. Maybe, I don't even know. What are the popular games with the kids right now? What are people up to? I don't even know. Why not yap during the game? I can do that, but it's hard for me sometimes. Sometimes I just end up talking a bit about the game, and it's not always super easy to yap about a completely different subject while doing a game. Cause like I'll be like, you know, it depends on what kind of game I'm playing. So if I'm playing one of my gacha games, I can probably just yap over them if I'm just doing combat stuff. But if I'm doing stuff with dialogue, I'm not getting in a lot of yapping separate because I'm trying to pay attention to the dialogue and talking a bit about the game and the storyline. And then if I'm playing a pew pew game, chances are I'm just getting jump scared by enemies every 3 seconds. So I'm getting distracted and forgetting what I'm talking about half the time anyways. I do yap during those, but at the same time it's also me going, ah, an enemy. It depends. If I'm playing something chill, like TCG Simulator, TCG Card Shop Simulator, or Pal World, or something like that, it's definitely a yapping game. But yeah, it really depends on the game. I like to have separate yapping time, because I just do. It's easier also for me to sit here and drink like my iced coffee while I'm just chilling and not playing a game. I say even though I barely drank my iced coffee because I keep forgetting and I keep fucking yapping. Tasty. Factorio Space Age just came out. It's got all the engineers distracted. Oh, what's the game I've been seeing people play? Is there some game called Mouthwash or Mouthwashing? I swear I've seen a couple people talk about something like that. And I was like, what? I don't know. Wait, I just realized when I start getting paid for my job, I can probably afford to buy some of the games on my wish list on Steam. Yay, maybe we can play some new games. Yay, I'm rich, I have a job. Just kidding, I'm not rich. I'm just making like 10 extra dollars, but it'll do. It'll do. Mouthwashing, short 2 hour with a great story. 100% recommend. Oh, maybe we should do that one day. Is it on Steam? If it's on Steam, I'll go put it on my wish list so I don't forget it exists. Because I definitely would forget. Okay, let's see. Mouthwashing. I'm so curious what it's about. Okay, $16.99 Canadian. Okay, I'll add it to the wish list. That's not crazy. What does it say it's about? The 5 crew members of the Tulpar are stranded in the empty reaches of space, shrouded in perpetual sunset. God is not watching. Good. I don't like being watched. I don't want God to be watching. That seems interesting. I like games that aren't like too much investment sometimes too, because I have so many games and I forget to play so many of them, right? And I never finish anything ever. So sometimes it's nice to play a game where you kind of finish it in one go. Like that's kind of the case with any of the Chilla's art games. They're usually kind of like spooky, not spooky, but kind of psychological horror type of vibes. We played one last year during October. It was the one where she's a VTuber and somebody's like stalking her. Oh, it's called Parasocial, that's what it was. So those you can finish in like one sitting, which I like. And yeah, something like that as well. It's really good. It's really good for stream, for me at least, because I just don't remember to play any of my games. Do you handle gore well? I'm okay with gore. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Sometimes it might be, I might find it like a little icky and I'll like visibly cringe or something at like, ooh. But yeah, I'm usually fine. I'm usually okay with it. I'm not too bad with anything. I can handle most stuff to some extent. But yeah, gore is pretty okay. And horror is pretty okay. Jump scares get me a little bit because I'm just a skittish little creature, but that's just me. Ah. I'm actually remembering to drink my iced coffee before it gets warm. Huge. Huge. Where'd the cat go? Where'd the cat go? I can't see her little ears anymore. Cat doesn't love me. It's so sad. No, it's cool, it's cool. I don't need to be loved by a cat. I don't need to be loved by anybody. I'll just be alone. Forever. Unloved. So dramatic of me, honestly. Have you played In Sound Mind? No. Is that some sort of scary / horror game? I haven't played too many. Basically, when it comes to horror or scary games or anything like that, I don't play them that often. They're not my favorite genre. And so I usually do them as usually like a dono goal or something. Like, oh, you know, we hit X dono goal, I'll play a scary game of chat's choice or something, right? Plus then it gives me the money to buy a new game. Right, because sometimes they're a little pricey, especially if they're not happen to be on sale at the time. That would be. But I do own a couple scary games that I haven't played. I think what I have like that Choo Choo Charles one. I have Poppy's Playtime. I have that one. I haven't played it. Pretty sure that's scary. I have Outlast. I think it's Outlast, because I think there's also Outlast Trials or something, but I think that I have Outlast. I've heard that's very good actually, but I'm kind of a pansy and I haven't played it. For the low price of $10 million, I'll play it. It's a not too scary puzzle horror game. Oh, that sounds kind of interesting. I actually love puzzles. I fuck heavy with puzzles. Okay, what'd you say it was called? It's In Sound Mind. It's $3.99 right now. Oh, that's a good deal. Oh shit, when's it on sale till? Does it say? I added it to my wish list. How do I tell when the sale ends? Because I'd prefer if I could get paid prior to buying it. I know it's only $4, but you know, tough times out here. But that's a really good deal. That's a really good deal. I'll play any game for like $4. I'll play like anything for $4. It looks pretty interesting. Looks like there's some guns and stuff. You like shoot some creatures. I love shooting creatures. Big fan. It says November 4th. Okay. I don't get paid, but okay, I will consider it because that is a really good deal. I will ponder over it in the next couple of days. And maybe I can find... I might look and see if I can find some sort of content of somebody playing it. See what it's about. I like watching other people play things and get a feel for what they're like. So maybe I can find somebody streaming it on Twitch, or maybe a VOD, or a, you know, Let's Play or something on YouTube. See a little bit what it's like. But for $4. For $4. Oh, I still have to play more Pokemon. I have to play more Pokemons. Dude, I gotta remember to play so many things. I think somebody suggested I play Suika game again one day on stream. And I was like, You know, that's not a bad idea. I do own it. I do have my Switch connected, so I can stream Switch games. I also never finished that one Zelda game that came out last year. Was it last year? Tears of the Kingdom? Is that what it was? I started it. Didn't finish it. I kind of forgot about it. So this is what I do. This is what I do with my games. I start a game, and then I start another game. And then all of a sudden, I've started 7 games and finished 0 games. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. I didn't want to finish anything anyways. I think the game I've put the most hours into lately is like TCG Card Shop Simulator. I was actually playing it a little bit earlier. I was just killing some time. And I got to level 60, which was great because there's some stuff that unlocks at level 60. I was like, yay, I can add new stuff to my shop. That's like one of the most exciting things at this point. Because I have all the different cards unlocked, so I can gamble any of the cards. And I have like $400,000. I have hella money, so I just sit there and gamble all the time. So the only really exciting thing that happens— cat! Where are you going? No, she's on the desk now. Oh, you want to hang out? Yeah, you want to hang out with me? But that's not— people want to see you. You're very cute. You don't want the people to be happy? Because she doesn't want you to be happy. How does that make you feel? Because my cat hates you. She wants you to live a life of misery. That's so unfortunate. What's up? What's up? What you doing? Hi. Hi. Hello. Hello, Pam Pam. Hi. We're trying to convince the cat to go on the cat cam. She doesn't really want to today. She's kind of been on there, but she just wants to hang out with me. Hi. Come here. Oh, I'm gonna pick her up. I don't know why I make that noise when I pick her up. She's 8.5 pounds, guys. She's very light. She's very small. She's a little catto. But every time I pick her up, I act like I'm lifting a 40-pound weight. I'm like, oh. Anybody else do that with their cats? You're just like, oh, you act like you're like breaking your back just to pick up like a 9-pound little creature. It's so funny. Yeah, I'm holding her right now. She's being a baby. She doesn't let me hold her for very long, but she'll let me hold her for like a minute or 2. And I'm just like patting her little head. Yeah, scruffling her head. All right, now she wants freedom. She's like, mother, I don't like it. Go on the camera, child. Yeah, that's the play. I just annoy her, and then she leaves. See? I pick her up. Look at how scruffy she looks from me scruffling her. You know, she comes up here, I pick her up, I scruffle her, and then she's like, okay, you know what? Actually, I don't want to hang out with you anymore, mother. Yay! We got the baby! I'm trying to convince her to use this pet mat more because I just bought it last week. And it's really cool and it's really soft, and when they sit on it, it uses their own body heat and it kind of warms up because cats like being really warm and toasty. So I'm hoping that she uses it more because I think she'll like it. But sometimes they're weird when you get them new stuff because they're like, I don't want to sit on this new thing. What is this new thing? Oh, there she goes. Oh no, she's just going farther away. She's like, I run away. I'm gonna keep tilting the camera more and more. Now you guys are looking at the end of my bed. Very exciting stuff over here. We've got the wall. We got the other wall. We got the air conditioner in the corner that's not connected currently. So very exciting. You guys like my decor? The decor in question is nothing. Tail swishing action, yeah. Is she even swishing her tail right now? It's sitting so straight. What the hell? It looks so long from this angle, bro. I just want to grab it. I want to grab it so bad. Catto! Yeah, the catto! The catto! Yeah, her tail's not really moving. It's kind of weird. Usually it's got at least the tail tip is kind of like swishing back and forth. Dude, why is it? Oh, there it is. Okay, it's because the end of the tail wasn't in the camera. You're so long. Look at you. You're just a ginormous cat. She's not. She's 8.5 pounds. She's teeny tiny baby cat though. A little cat though. Her tail does look really long from this angle though. Guys, tell her she's tall. Tell her she's long. Tell her she's cute. Tell her she's, I don't know, pretty. Clean walls are my vibe. I think I just never really bothered to put anything on my walls because I wasn't sure we were gonna live here for too long, and now it's been 3 years and I don't know what to put on my walls. That was one thing too, because you know how earlier I mentioned when Nikki visits and we use him for content and we make him try the Canada foods, and he suggested like having the camera set up so that you guys could see his face and see his reactions. I was like, my walls, I don't have anything going on in my room. I was like, I don't want people to see how bland my room is low-key, because you know how facecam streamers, normally they have some stuff at least behind their camera. They'll probably have like a neon sign, maybe they have like some shelves with like figures or something back there. They have like something going on in their backgrounds because, you know, it's on camera kind of in the back. I don't do that, bro. I'm a VTuber. There's nothing going on. Right? So like, okay. It's just gonna be like my bland ass walls in the background. I'll get like a, I'll put a, oh, you know what I do have actually? I have prints of art I commissioned of myself, like one does. I actually have several of them because at some point they're meant to be up for sale and we'll sign them. Well, I'll sign mine and Nyx has a bunch of hers that she'll sign, but you know, that's still in the works. It'll happen one day. So actually I have several prints, but I have one that's specifically for me. I ordered an extra one, like a holographic one for me. So I could put that on the wall, self-promo myself in the background. Oh my god, who's that cutie on the wall? Oh my god, who is she? Nothing more permanent than a temporary solution. It's literally so true though. It's so true. Kind of reminds me of the other day when we did the rating chat setups and somebody had like half a pencil just in their PC under their GPU, under the corner of the GPU, to kind of hold it up because it was a big GPU, right? So they wanted to kind of take some of that weight off of it sticking out the side there. And there was supposed to be a temporary solution, they said, but it ended up being like many months since they put that in there, and they had intended to get a proper thing to put in there for that purpose, but it's just still got the pencil. It's like my PC. So when I got this new PC case, I moved everything over from the old case myself, right? So all of that stuff got moved over, but then for some reason, the fans, the screws that they came with didn't work with this new case. Like, they just didn't attach the fans to the case. So my solution, supposed to be a temporary solution, was to use zip ties, right? You just stick the little zip tie through the hole in the corner of the fan, wrap it around the part of the case, you know, pull it together, do that for all the little holes on all the little fans, cut off the extra part of the zip tie, you know, and that was my temporary solution. And I was like, okay, I'll have to get something else. I still have the zip ties. Every time I don't even remember that's a thing because it's not obvious from looking at it. Like, you almost can't tell unless you know it's there and you're looking for it, right? It's really subtle. But every time I remember and I mention it, people are like, what? I'm like, yeah, zip ties, keeping my fans in place in my PC. They're like, huh? But like, realistically, I just keep forgetting because it's not visually obvious, and also it works really well. So, you know, I'm not in a rush to go out and fix it. I have a string to the top of my PC. What is the string for? What is the string accomplishing? Is it just there? Or does it actually hold something kind of in place? Because that's kind of the case for me in the zip ties, right? The screws didn't quite fit in the new case properly. And so I used the zip ties so that I could have a functioning PC without having to wait until I could get a different solution, and it just ended up sticking. Same thing with that person in the half pencil holding up the corner of their GPU. You know, they just was like, okay, I'll do this for now. And then it just works. And you're like, well, you know, why bother? My cat keeps nomming cables. Oh, so the string... Oh, okay, wait, I missed the first part. I bought a cable tray for my desk and a cable loom recently to reorganize cables because my cat keeps nomming cables. Oh, see, I'm very fortunate that even though between me and my sister, we have 4 cats in our apartment, none of them noms on any cables. Because honestly, I don't know what I'd do if they did. We have so many cables in so many different places that we'd just be kind of fucked if they started trying the nah nah nah. So I guess we're just kind of lucky that they don't do that. They don't even really give a shit about the cables at all. They don't even try to play with them or anything. Maybe they're just lazy. I think they might just be lazy. They spend most of their time just kind of sleeping, honestly. And they don't seem very interested in cables. What are they interested in? They like treats. They like toys sometimes. They like boxes. They're big fans of boxes. Where'd the cat go? Okay, you can't see her on the camera, but I can see her because I'm a little higher up than the camera. I'm taller than the camera. But I don't think you can see her, but she's in that spot in the back corner again. But you can't see her behind the duvet because she's all curled up and small. She's doing an eep back there. She's doing an eep. You'll just have to trust me on that. I should just circle it. I should just circle it. Just put a little circle on the screen and like, she's here. Or a little arrow, like cat here. And she'll pop up eventually. Or she won't. I'm not sure. String from the top of my GPU to the top of the PC under tension so it doesn't sag. Oh, okay, so that's kind of similar to the person with the pencil. Because they have it, instead of a string on top, sort of holding it up, they have a half pencil stuck under it to hold it up and keep it from sagging. That's funny. See, I'm fortunate that I don't have to do that with my GPU. I mean, I think partially I have a 3080, so it's not as big as the 40 series GPUs, because those ones are very large. I feel like those are the ones that kind of gotta worry about them sort of sagging or something, more so than some of the smaller ones. But the way my case is set up is that it has a connector from the spot on the motherboard to the bottom of the PC, and then you plug the GPU, I don't know how to describe it, sideways. It plugs into the bottom of the PC instead, basically. So it's vertical, like that length that's normally sticking out from the motherboard is vertical instead. So you don't really have to worry about that sort of gravity and it sagging as much. It probably has its own potential issues, but at least it's not gonna sag. Exclamation playlist? It's not really a playlist. The music I'm playing on stream these days, because I'm multi-streaming to YouTube, and I'm not as sure about what I can get away with on YouTube. So you guys can't hear my Spotify. I'm playing Spotify, but you can't hear it. It's just like lo-fi music that I bought off Etsy one time that you're allowed to use on stream. Is it linked in the credits section? It might be. It might be. But yeah, it's just music. It's all separate little lo-fi tracks that you can use on your stream and stuff. I just put them all together and looped it, so yeah, it's just that. I don't usually like play music when I'm in a game anyways, because usually between the game sounds and all the other stuff and my own talking, I feel like it's just too much. Depends on the game a little bit, low-key, but yeah, so I figured this was fine. We can have the chill little lo-fi music when we're chatting, and then, you know, the in-game sounds and stuff when we're gaming. I do like listening to music though. The one time I do particularly like listening to music in a game is with FPS games or shooter games. Like when I'm playing Valorant, which is not that often, and stuff like that, I like having music in the background for those, because I'm not that focused. I want to vibe, you know. I'm just like sitting there like jamming out. Get a shot in the face, fuck, and then I'm like jamming out. I should see actually what the current battle pass on Valorant looks like, because sometimes I play Valorant if there's good stuff in the battle pass. Maybe. We'll see. I haven't logged into Valorant in a little while. It's been a hot minute. Sticking it sideways seems wrong, but if it works, it works. Yeah, that's just the way the case is. I'm sure you could remove the little connector thingy and just kind of stick it in the motherboard directly, but I kind of thought it was a cool concept, especially if I were to upgrade my GPU and get like a 40 series at some point, which I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon because they're very expensive. I would very much like to get a better GPU. Partially, I think the biggest probably the biggest bottleneck with my GPU is that it's not the GPU itself per se, it's the VRAM, I guess, that it has. Because it's an original 3080, right? I got it from somebody. So it's not something I bought myself, but I got it secondhand from somebody. And so it's an original 3080, so it has 8 gigabytes of VRAM, which I think probably for most people is plenty anyways. But I think when you're doing all this stuff that's kind of graphics intensive, like VTubing, right? VTubing, streaming, playing games on top of that on stream, it gets a lot, I think. And I have noticed at times, and I think it's related to that I have minor issues. Nothing too serious, but you know, some lag and stuff here and there. Usually I can kind of get around it by adjusting settings and things like that. But yeah, I think that's the main limiter on my PC right now, because I actually have a really good setup, I think, for my PC. And yeah, the GPU is good itself as well, but I think I could use a little more VRAM for being a streamer and a VTuber and all that. Yeah, it's really funny actually. When me and my sister got our first PCs that we had originally, and we were planning to use them for streaming and whatnot, back then especially, because this was 2019, 2020-ish, right? So this was probably a little bit before VTubing got quite popular. I feel like VTubing got quite popular around 2020. So when we were looking into what kind of PC specs you would need to stream as a VTuber, I think a lot of the stuff out there was more general streaming stuff. They're like, oh, so you want to be a streamer, make sure you get, you know, X, Y, and Z parts at minimum. But you know, what we didn't realize back then is that you have to add a little bit of extra on top of that if you want to do VTubing. Just because VTuber models and running the programs to have the VTuber model included in the stream, it's basically like running a second game at the same time. So the specs that will work for normal streaming, you usually need a slightly higher baseline if you want a VTube on top of that. So it was a little bit interesting in the beginning. We've obviously upgraded our PCs a lot since then, so it's not really an issue anymore, fortunately. But one thing to maybe keep in mind if you ever want to stream as a VTuber, I guess, if you find info that doesn't say it's VTuber specific, keep that in mind and get something a little bit better. I would say, honestly, the easiest way to figure out what would probably work is to just look what other VTubers have. I know myself, my sister, and a lot of other VTubers, they put their whole specs, all their setup in a panel on their Twitch page. So you can see what people are working with. You're like, okay, they're a VTuber, they play X, Y, and Z game, their streams look good, and they have these parts. Okay, noted. I mean, if you're just good with PCs, it's fine. You don't figure it out. We were not good with PCs. We didn't know anything about PCs back then. We were like, I don't know, what do people use to stream? And it was like, this would work. And it's like, okay. But you very quickly get bottlenecked as a VTuber, especially, I think. And then some games are just massive. Like when my sister started streaming, she was streaming Apex, bro. Like, what the heck? So I think she probably encountered issues before I did, because I was streaming like Genshin Impact back then. Hydrate with water. Also, hi Crow, welcome in. Dual PC setup might be a cheaper way to go about it. It depends, I suppose. It depends what you want to do, what you have for space, what you have for budget, all of that stuff, right? You could just use a PNG model at first and see if it's for you. Yeah, but I mean, that is what we did. That is what we did. But so normally I feel like most people probably already have some sort of computer or something prior to get into streaming. Because oftentimes people are gamers before they're streamers, right? We were not. It kind of happened pretty simultaneously for us. I don't know exactly the timeline for Nyx. You'd have to ask her about her little VTuber origin story. But mine was basically COVID happens. I had like a shitty old laptop that I used for typing up stuff for school at the time. I didn't have any actual computer that I could game on. I wasn't a gamer at the time anyway, so it didn't matter. And I had an iPad. So when Genshin Impact came out like 4 years ago, I was like, oh, that sounds interesting. I was like, I'm gonna play it on my iPad. So that's how I got into gaming, was gaming on my iPad, playing Genshin Impact. And that was also how I first started making TikToks, was screen recording stuff on Genshin and then editing it in the TikTok app itself on my phone and posting it. And it wasn't until later I thought about streaming and VTubing specifically. So by the time I was looking at buying an actual PC, I'd already started streaming from my iPad. OGs remember the slideshow streams with the shit audio. But yeah, by that time I'd already done it enough to realize that I liked streaming, and I wanted to get a proper PC so I could actually do it properly and eventually do it as a VTuber, right? And so when I was looking at buying a PC, I wanted something that would hopefully work for all of that, because that's what I had in mind by that time. So I think probably most people would already have a PC of sorts by then, and it'd just be a matter of, okay, does what I already have work? And I think honestly, most parts, if you bought it within the last 5 years, would probably work for streaming to some extent. Once you get into VTubing and certain games and whatnot, then it gets a little iffy. But as a baseline, you can probably stream on most things. Most people's laptops you can even stream on. Mine I couldn't at the time. It could not handle it. Mine was also like a MacBook, right? So I don't think it was really built for anything like that. It was yeah. And it was kind of falling apart by that point in time. I think an iguana is strolling by my roof, so I'm gonna grab my thick head machete and go out and talk about it with them. See an iguana? Don't hurt the iguana. He's just minding his business. Leave him alone. I barely get how people live without a PC. The thought of not having a PC is scary. I'm so clinically online, it's bad. No, that's how I am now. And it's funny because, what, 5-ish years ago? I didn't have a PC. I wasn't a gamer. I was kind of chronically online. Like I had, you know, a couple Twitter accounts. I was on all the social media, just not as a VTuber. You know, I would say I was pretty chronically online, just in slightly different ways. Like, I've always liked being online. I've always liked social media. I've liked shit posting on Twitter, all of that stuff. And now I just do it as a VTuber. But prior to that, I'm like, what did I do in my free time? Because most of the time, if I'm not doing, you know, VTuber related activities, I'm playing video games or maybe watching anime. Like, I watched anime back then, but I don't think that was the only thing that I did. But I'm kind of like, what did I do? What did I spend my free time doing? We may never know. We may never know. But now it's at the point where I genuinely don't, like, I'm on my computer like every day, all day for the most part. It's like the first thing I do in the morning when I get out of bed, besides maybe put some pants on, is like turn my PC on, and then I, you know, go to the bathroom, get coffee, whatever, and then come back and, you know, open stuff on my computer and start doing stuff on my computer. But it's like my computer's always on. I'm almost always at the computer unless I'm doing something else, like cleaning my apartment or going for a little walk, or if I have to be at work or something. Most of the time I'm at home and I'm at my computer, bro. Like, genuinely, what would I be doing if I didn't have my computer? And it's crazy to think, maybe, yeah, like 4 or 5 years ago, I wasn't like this. I genuinely don't know what I did. I think I just spent a lot of time being a shit poster on Twitter or something, watching anime and stuff like that too. But it's not like I had a bunch of other different hobbies. It's not like I was doing super normie stuff either. I wasn't chronically online in the same way that I am now. And I didn't have all these video games. I had a Nintendo Switch. I had the Switch back then. So I guess I did play games, just not PC games. I've never been a huge console gamer, but I did have a Nintendo 64, and I played games on that sometimes, especially Zelda and whatnot. Actually, I do have an adapter, guys. Somebody remind me one day. I have an adapter. I can play Nintendo 64 games. I can stream them. I haven't actually tested it out, but it should work in theory. It should work. Maybe that's something we can do. We can make Nikki do when he's here. And maybe if we can fit Nyx in here. And there's not a lot of space in here, but I think we might be able to make it work. I have 3 controllers. I used to have 4, but one of them broke. So I have 3 controllers for the Nintendo 64. We could like do an off collab. We could like compete in Smash Bros. I think I have Smash Bros, Mario Kart. What else do I have? I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I have a handful of games. I know I have like 2 Zelda games. Pretty sure I have Smash Bros, Mario Kart, and maybe I think I have a Pokemon game, maybe like 2 Pokemon games. I don't know. I kind of fuck with the off collab. I just call anything an off collab. I've never done like a true off collab though, and I don't know if that would count as an off collab either. I don't think it counts with Nyx because she already lives with me, right? And we would just be hanging out in the same physical space, same physical room, instead of, you know, in 2 separate rooms. And then I don't know if I'd call it a collab with Nikki because he's not a streamer as far as I know, unless he has a secret account where he streams. I don't know. So I don't know if you call it a collab when you just have, you know, somebody you know hang out with you on stream. I wish I low-key, okay, this wouldn't make sense though, because I wouldn't know Nikki if he was a normie and not like a chronically online VTuber watcher. But I think it's really funny when people bring their normie friends or family onto their stream and show them like VTuber clips or have them smash or pass anime characters and shit like that. I think it's really funny. So it would be funny if that was Nikki. Unfortunately, he is chronically online like the rest of us. So he's already seen all that nonsense. He used to be my video editor, right? That's how I know him in the first place. Is he volunteered of his own free will to video edit it for me. So he's seen some whack-ass clips and edited some whack-ass clips. So I don't know if there's much I could send him his way. Used to, yeah. He doesn't want to edit for me anymore. Smooch. I mean, he was doing it for free. I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, wow, imagine not editing videos for me for free anymore. That's actually crazy. What the heck? But back then, I think he partially wanted to do it because he thought I was cool, which, you know, he learned his lesson very quickly, I think, with that. And also for editing practice, right? Because video editing was something he did, I don't know, as a hobby or something. I'm not sure. If he's around, he can tell you. Or you can ask him when he's here. Harass him with questions. I'm not sure. What possessed you to want to do video editing for this creature? I don't know. But yeah, he doesn't really edit for me anymore. He's got his own shit going on, so he just does his own stuff instead of, you know, watching my fuck-ass videos and clips. I just do most of my own editing these days. I occasionally try to pay somebody to edit for, but I don't like video editing. I don't want to do it. You are cool, but there are clips where I have to second guess that. Yeah, no, and those are always the clips I choose to clip and edit and post online. Cause like this whole stream, I would say today has been pretty chill. I haven't said anything too out of pocket, right? Watch me not clip anything from this stream, and then I just go post some random clip of me talking about stacking donuts on dicks or something. But most of the stream is not like that, but I just choose like those random out-of-pocket moments or conversations as the clips to like bait people into coming to the stream, like, oh my god, this VTuber is crazy, oh my gosh, she's whack, and then you come to the stream and I'm just kind of here drinking iced coffee. Capital! Hi! What you doing? She looks like she's kind of deciding what she's gonna do. She's having a big thonk. Where you going? Oh, she's on the desk now. Okay. Oh, she wants to hang out with me. Okay, I'm gonna bother her so that she leaves. Come here. Oh, big pickup. Oh, we're gonna ruffle her up a bit and then she'll leave because I'm annoying. She gets annoyed when I do this. She's like, mother, stop it. You're ruining my hairdo. Callie, how are you? I'm pretty good. I'm kind of tired this week between my sleep being kind of whack and starting a new job and stuff, but I think after this week it settles into a slightly less busy schedule because I had a lot of training several days in a row. Not a lot by normal people standards, Like if that was all I was doing and not doing like my own VTuber stuff as well, it would be like nothing, because it was like 5 hours today, and then I'm doing like my other stuff as well, right? But it's not that much. But on top of everything else, especially out of nowhere, it's like, whoo, you know, I think it's this week totals about 20 extra hours. I think I have 20 hours between training. Well, it's all training this week. So I think it's like 20 extra hours on top of doing all the stuff I normally already do. So, you know, getting used to it, trying to figure out how to fit everything together. I don't want to disappear too much, so I'm trying to keep my stream schedule as stable as possible, even with like the extra workload and stuff. So I'm a little eepy, a little tired, but I think most of the time they're only gonna give me like 10 or 12 hours worth of shifts each week, so I don't think it'll be too bad most of the time. Ideally they don't give me morning shifts, but beggars can't be choosers, I guess. You know, I want that paycheck. You're just a streamer to vibe with, to be honest. You're pretty cool. You will get your big audience yet. I hope so. That'd be cool. I don't know. I'm kind of at the point where I think I've just kind of accepted that I'm not gonna grow. I don't know. It sounds so pessimistic, but it's mostly just to keep my expectations as low as possible more than anything, because I've kind of spent the past 2 or 3 years. I've been streaming for like 4 years, I think, but it wasn't, you know, I didn't immediately start out wanting to do it as a job. I just started out doing it as a hobby for fun. And then maybe after the first year, I was like, oh, I'd love to be able to do this as a job. So maybe for the last 2 or 3 years, I've been, you know, pretty committed to being consistent and active on a lot of different platforms and, you know, all this stuff. And I've been with the intention of trying to grow my community and all of that stuff, right? And unfortunately, it hasn't really gotten me too far. Obviously, I do have a nice community, and it's a pretty good sized community, I would say. It's not small, and it's a good one. But, you know, I kind of thought maybe by now I would have been a bit further along or had a bit bigger of a community. And there's especially been a lot, like, long periods of time where I didn't see any growth in terms of numbers for like a year or two at a time even. And I think I just kind of got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm no longer having expectations. Like my overall goals and the fact that I'd like to do this as a job hasn't changed, but I think I've just decided mentally, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, to just be like, well, I'm just gonna do what I do and do my best at it and hope that it does something. Because I think I had a lot more, like, I was very optimistic and I thought maybe I'd have reached certain milestones by now. You know, things like Twitch partner, you know, is probably like the best example I can think of. You know, certain average viewership milestones, you know, partnered or monetized, whatever you want to call it, on YouTube, you know, stuff like that, that I thought maybe would have happened by the time I'd been doing this for 4 years. And like, so a lot, like most of the, pretty much all those things that I thought would happen by now haven't happened by now. And there's been times where I've been extremely disappointed by it and very upset by it. And I think by just choosing not to have any expectations whatsoever, Surely I cannot be disappointed. No expectation. No sad. At least you're relaxing now. In theory, it's one of those things that's easier said than done. Like, oh yes, I simply have no expectations. But I think probably still I do have expectations, but I'm kind of trying to ignore them and not focus on them too much, I suppose. I don't really know how to describe it so much, but yeah, I'm just trying to keep myself from feeling too upset by things as much as possible. I feel like that kind of thing is always easier said than done though. Like, simply choose not to care. Like, oh, don't look at your numbers. Don't put too much value into your numbers and your analytics. But it's like, from the perspective of if you want to do this as a job, you kind of do have to care about those things a little bit. So they're kind of pretty impossible to ignore. But I'm trying to just kind of glance at them and mostly ignore them. Because for a long time, they didn't really change anyway. So I was like, okay, cool. Same thing as always. All right, cool. Moving on. Callie is such a hidden gem. Hopefully one day soon. I hope so. I hope so. I've had some potential opportunities at times, but unfortunately none of those quite panned out. But hopefully I'll have my real chance one day. What a bop, honestly. What a bop. Hi, Kurama. Hi. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're not working too much. You know, hope you're doing fun stuff for Halloween, even if it's just, you know, going and buying all the cheap Halloween candy tomorrow. That's a valid thing, honestly. Yippee! The only thing you can do is give it your all. You said in the beginning you thought of it as a hobby, but if you treat it as something you want to try your best out, your audience increase will come. I mean, I think even when I was just doing it as a hobby, just starting out, getting a feel for it, I'm kind of the person who, and I think my sister's like this too, we're very similar, is that we don't know how to do anything besides put our best foot forward. We don't know how to not like we don't have any chill, okay? It's almost like being competitive in a sense. It kind of comes from that same place of being a bit competitive, where anything you do, you want to do it well and you want to get better at it as quickly as possible. And sometimes getting better at it, especially in content creation, is not something that's really easily measurable. But I know for us, especially for the first probably year or two, there was a lot of stuff that outside of numbers and analytics and viewers and blah 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 that we were easily able to see improvement in. Like, that was when we put a lot of that's when we invested a lot in upgrades to the stream stuff. So that included like PC upgrades, microphone upgrades, VTuber model upgrades, stuff that even if our viewership didn't change, like, we could see that the stream quality itself had gotten better. And then with that as well, like, just improving how we do content, you know, improving our ability to talk, improving, you know, just how we are on stream, our personality on stream, like stuff like this in the first couple of years was, I think, very noticeable even to us. But I think we got to a point maybe 2 years ago that the stream setup itself was pretty much as good as it's gonna get. Like, no matter how much more time or money or effort we put into it, like, the audio quality is good, the visual quality is good, we got very comfortable with being live and being on stream and being like talking and yapping and all of that. And I think we've still made minor improvements since then. And we've both gotten quite nice VTuber models since then. But I think the difference in improvement in the first 2 years versus the more recent 2 years was a lot different. There was just a lot more things to improve, right? So now, if we want to look at improvement, it's a lot harder to look at those things. So now the only thing we really look at, that we really have to look at, is okay, are people seeing my stuff? Am I able to bring in new people and keep them there? And I think that's where we both struggle, is that we've put a lot of time, efforts, money, whatever, into getting our content itself to a point where we're happy with it. And now the only thing we really have to worry about is getting people to see it and interact with it, right? And you know, that's difficult, low-key. Neither of us is very good at marketing ourselves. I think that's one thing that a lot of VTubers, especially indie VTubers that are doing everything themselves, struggle with, is marketing. Getting yourself seen, right? Because at the end of the day, no matter how good the content you're putting out is, if it's not getting seen, right? It's not getting seen. Right? And obviously it's getting seen to some extent. You know, you guys are here and you guys are seeing it and you guys are here listening to me yap. But I think most people, even people who do this as a hobby, I think they still want to bring in more people, new people. It's always nice to have new additions to the community. It depends. Some people like to just have their very small, tight-knit community. And I can see why. Honestly, having a tight-knit, smaller community is quite nice. I will say, I do like having a community where I kind of know a lot of things about you guys. Not in like a parasocial way. Like, you know, I know where you guys live and... sorry, not that one. You know, I know what your cats look like. You guys show me cat pictures, you know, stuff like that. Normal things. Wait, Boofy, I actually do know where you live. That's funny. I actually do, because remember I sent you that microphone. I don't remember where I shipped it to. I don't even know if I remember what state you live in, honestly. I promptly forgot, but in theory, I know. In theory. I don't know how I would remember, but I would remember. I dressed up as a burnt out employee today. Isn't that what you are every day? I don't know if it counts as a costume, if that's what you look like every day. Earlier streams might help to catch EU people. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. I might try to do the occasional earlier stream if it works with my work schedule better. Because I think sometimes if I work early the next day, I don't want to stream in the evening, because in theory I want to try to go to bed at a semi-reasonable time. We'll see. I feel like my primary audience, because I've always been like a evening streamer, like North American times, EST, EDT, I feel like I've mostly built a NA audience. And I'm kind of hesitant at times to change things. It's like this thing where on one hand you're like, okay, I should try new things because that could potentially bring in new people. But on the other hand, you don't want to isolate or scare away the audience that you do have. So you're like, okay, I want to balance keeping the community that I do have with, you know, maybe trying ways to find new people to join the community. But it's scary trying new things sometimes, because you're like, you know, it might not work. I know, I'm a little bitch baby. Gifted kid syndrome, go crazy. You know, you're like, oh my god, if I try something and it doesn't immediately work, I'm taking a toaster bath. I swear to god. It's so shit, because like, I know me and my sister, I don't know how many of you guys can relate to this, probably a lot of you guys, is everything we did when we were kids, we were almost instantaneously good at. I feel like things are just easier when you're a kid, right? We were always good at school, we were good at sports, you know, most things that we tried, we were pretty good at right off the rip. And now we don't know how to handle it when that's not the case. Like, what do you mean I'm not instantly good at this thing? What the heck? Now I crave death. What the fuck? Imagine not keeping a spreadsheet. Bro, not the spreadsheets. So where's Nikki? He fucking loves spreadsheets. He has a spreadsheet for fucking everything. I'm like, dude, what is with the spreadsheets, bro? I don't have spreadsheets. I don't keep spreadsheets. What are you guys? I don't like spreadsheets that much. What are y'all using spreadsheets for this often? What the heck? But yeah, I'm not a big spreadsheets person. You don't have to commit to it or anything. Yeah, so you don't actually have to put a lot of time and effort. You don't learn how to be patient with yourself, I suppose, is what happens. Because you never have to be. You just pick something up and it goes well. And every time you try something new, that happens. But eventually, no matter who you are, eventually you're gonna try something and you're not gonna be immediately good at it. Especially, I feel like there's a lot of things that nobody is automatically good at. Like, I think a good example is probably art. Like drawing and things like that. I don't think anybody's naturally good at those things. I think it always takes some level of patience and learning because, okay, well, I remember when I did learn a little bit of arts. I did self-teach a little bit of like drawing and stuff. And one of the first things that they'll tell you in beginner tutorials and probably beginner art classes is that you have to learn to see what's there as opposed to what you expect to be there. Because the human brain, the way it works is we like categorize things and we kind of like simplify things down. So when you ask somebody to draw a tree, there's usually a pretty similar way that everyone's gonna draw a tree, right? Like a little fluffy bit on the top and then like 2 straight lines to make the trunk. But when you look at a tree in real life, it doesn't actually look like that. It's very different. So you have to draw it the way it actually looks as opposed to this little mental image you have of a tree. I feel like that's something you always have to learn at minimum. So I remember struggling a lot with trying to learn to do some arts because it's really difficult and it never looks the way you fucking want it to. You're like, oh, I want to draw this looking like this, and then you try to do it and it doesn't work out and you're like, I'm gonna cry. You should try playing web fishing. Oh, I have seen people play that. Wait, how much does that cost? That's going on the wish list. That does seem to be kind of, it's like chill too because you're kind of fishing. You can play that with people, right? Maybe I can make Nyx hang out with me. She can play the fishing with me. We can fish together and yap together. Oh, it's cheap. It's $6.49. Love that. I think you can customize your character a little bit too, which is nice. I love character customization. Anything where I can customize my character even a little bit, I love that so much. I want to spend like 3 hours character customizing in web fishing. Be careful though, Leah just had her lobby hacked twice this morning. What is wrong with people? People are just trying to have a good time, do some silly little fishing game, and people gotta ruin that? That's so lame. Probably just share your lobby code in your Discord servers. Yeah, I don't know why people gotta ruin stuff for other people for no reason. Like, it's literally a chill little game. You hang out with the homies, do fishing or something, and some idiot always has to come up and ruin it for everybody. And then it sucks too when stuff like that happens as a streamer, because it puts the streamer in a position of, like, should I even open up my games to my community and my viewers? Because then I run the risk of these fuckwits coming in here and ruining it for everybody, right? And it sucks, because I know several streamers who they don't really do community or viewer games of any sort anymore. And they have in the past, but people like that have just kind of ruined it. And so they just don't do it at all anymore. So some idiots have ruined it for everybody. I don't do community games or anything that often, but that's mostly because I'm just like kind of sitting here and yapping by myself. And I like playing a lot of single player games as well, especially with the gacha games and whatnot. But I'm not opposed to it. But yeah, I'm a little hesitant, especially if somebody completely new comes in and wants to join. I generally try to keep it to people I recognize, my mods, longtime community members, you know, people who are around and active in chat, particularly if it has a voice chat. Like when Lethal Company was kind of popular and we'd do like Lethal Company games and I'd let you guys join. Fortunately, never had any issues, so I'm glad about that. But the people who were joining were like people I recognized. Some of them were my mods, some of them were people who've just been in the community and I recognize them, and I know they passed the vibe check, so that helps. But yeah, like, it sucks because people will be like, oh, this person's playing with viewers, I'm gonna go in and join and ruin everything. Like, why? Do not have anything better to do? Like, people get entertainment out of just ruining things for others. I'm like, there is a bajillion different hobbies you could have, and this is what you do. Like, damn, I know I'm a loser, but I'm at least not that much of a loser. I feel you. I'm careful about viewer games and such as well, so currently don't do them. Yeah, I think most of the time when I play with viewers, it's just I'm playing some game like Fortnite or something, and I'm like, yeah, if anybody wants to hop in my game, let me know. And usually the people that want to join are people I recognize anyways. Like I said, either mods or people who have been around and I know who they are and they pass the vibe check. So I think I'd be a little hesitant if some new first-time chatter was like, oh my god, I want to play Fortnite with you, streamer. I'd be like, maybe. I've actually never had a bad experience with community games, so I'm at a point where I'm willing to, you know, trust people. But as soon as something happens, it's gonna start being like, oh, sorry, only if I recognize you. Sorry. And then that sucks, because that sort of isolates, you know, lurkers who might want to join, that maybe they're not active in the chat, but they have been around for a long time. And they wouldn't cause problems, but because somebody came in and ruined it, now because I don't recognize them because they just like to lurk and vibe out, you know, I have to exclude them. That's lame. I don't want to have to do that. But I don't play a lot of viewer games, so it's usually not too much of an issue. Following for 3 months and 27 days. Wow. I'm actually curious how long the longest person has been following me for. Probably my sister, low-key. She's probably one of my first followers. 1 year and 8 months, that's crazy. That's crazy, that's too long. If you've been here longer than like 6 months, you have Stockholm Syndrome. I hate to tell you this, but that's just the way it is. You know, there's no way you're still here and you don't have Stockholm Syndrome. Less than 1 day? I'm pretty sure that's fake. I'm pretty sure you've been around longer than that. Because I recognize your name, Stargazio. I recognize your name. Unless there's 2 Stargazios around. But I saw actually earlier, I was checking on my Discord channels. Every time they're lit up, I just kind of click on them. Because I don't like it when they're lit up. I don't like there being anything I haven't read in the Discord. And I saw you joined the Discord. And I was like, wasn't this someone who's already been here for a while? So, yeah, I don't know. I was like, what happened? I was here before. That's what I thought. Did you leave and come back or something? You're like, damn, this anime girl annoying as fuck. I'm gonna leave. But then the Stockholm Syndrome brought you back. You're like, wait, I kind of miss her. It's like going back to a toxic ex or something. You're like, man, fuck this bitch. And then you break up. But then, you know, it's like a month later and you're kind of lonely. And you're like, man, I should call her, you know? Guys, can I be your toxic ex? Or your toxic ex streamer? You're like, I don't want to watch her anymore. She's weird. But then you keep coming back. Some keeps bringing you back for some reason. School, I was kind of bad for my ego because of that. I thought I was massively superior to other kids for quite some time, where in real, I just pre-learned a lot. Yeah. Luckily, I didn't get an ego about it. It was more for me and my sister. It was kind of just what was expected of us. Like, we were almost expected to just do well and achieve things and whatnot. And that's fine until you get older and things get harder and you start struggling, but you don't want to seem like you're struggling because you're so used to being praised for not struggling that you're like, oh, it's bad to struggle. It's not bad to struggle, by the way. I had to learn that myself as an adult, okay? It's okay to struggle. It's okay to fail sometimes. You know, everybody fails at something at some point. It's kind of how you respond to it and what you do about it, right? Because most of the time, if you fail, you can learn from it, you know, and it can do better in the future if that's how you approach it. I like say this because I'm like, okay, I know this, but at the same time, I still hate failing at stuff or feeling like I'm failing at stuff. Like, that goes back to the content creation stuff where I'm like, you know, I kind of had expectations that I would reach certain milestones by this point, and it does feel like a failure in a lot of ways when you don't meet those expectations, you know? And it's hard not to feel bad about it. I don't know where I'm going with this. Basically, I'm a crybaby, long story short. Callie Kazahana, Twitch partner 2025. I feel like I thought there was a lot of years where I was like, oh man, you know, starting this year, since I'm, you know, determined to make this my job, I'm gonna put so much energy and effort and consistency and all of this into streaming and content creation. So, you know, maybe by the end of next year, I'll be Twitch partner. And it's been like 3 years of that. And I'm like, oh, okay. Luckily, this is a chill stream. I don't have to stare at an invisible cam when you say something outrageous. You just turn to the side, like there's a camera, somebody's filming a documentary, and you just... Like, what did she say? Is that how you guys react to me when I say some silly shit? You just turn to an imaginary camera, like in The Office or something? If you've ever seen The Office. That's a popular show. I didn't even watch it that much, but I still know. And yeah, you just like turn to look at a camera and just like, what the hell? If you're looking for someone who doesn't say crazy adult shit, Callie's not the VTuber for you. It's true, it's true. I'm chill sometimes, but you never know. You never know. It's very easily for me to go from a very normal conversation to 0.3 seconds later talking about some whack shit. It's just, you know, somebody says one thing and it just, you know, it's like a spark, you know? It makes me think of something completely out of pocket. And then, you know, I'm like, I gotta say it out loud now. I had the thought, therefore you guys have to hear it. I'm trying to be a little more tame though, since I'm multi-streaming on YouTube now. And I'm kind of trying to, you know, dip my toes into saying some whack shit once in a while. You know, okay, I said something crazy. Do they ban me? Okay, they didn't ban me. Okay, I'm gonna say something a little crazier today. You know, kind of testing the waters there. Because I couldn't tell. I tried reading through their TOS, but it wasn't super clear in terms of, you know, saying kind of strange things. You know, you're not allowed to, you know, make straight up pornographic content, but I'm obviously not doing that. I'm just talking about stacking donuts on dicks and, you know, things like that. And I'm like, okay, where do they draw the line? I'm gonna try to figure it out exactly. Milestones are milestones. Every step towards your goal is an achievement. A milestone is just a collection of your achievements. Yeah. I think the problem I was having is that, I mean, the problem has gone away. I'm just choosing to ignore it, low-key. Is that a lot of the milestones that you kind of reach as a streamer are out of your control to some extent, because they're numbers based, right? It's like Twitch partner, you know, you have to reach 75 average viewers plus some other stuff, but the other stuff's like time streamed, different days streamed, you know, those are not an issue for me because I'm always here yapping. But you know, it's not like you can force 75 people to be at your stream. Part of it depends, obviously, on how consistent you are, the quality of the content you're putting out, but a large portion of it is just how well do you market yourself? Do you get a lucky break? You know, have you been networking? Do you have people, you know, that you've been networking with that can bring in some viewership for you, can raid you, you know, introduce you to new potential, you know, people. Stuff like that, right? So some of it is in your control, but probably a lot more is just not in your control. And I don't really know how else to judge how I'm doing outside of, you know, the numbers and stuff, right? Because, you know, you can say, you know, subjectively have a good community, right? And that's an achievement. But it's easier to look at numbers and say, okay, here I had 25.7 average viewers, and the next day I had you know, 28.3 average viewers, and then the stream after that I had 29.5, and so you can see a general upward trend over time, right? I'm such a loser. And so it's easy to see a difference in numbers, right? It's a lot more quantitative, right? You know, one month you have 25 average viewers, maybe the next month overall you have 35, the month after that you have 50. You can see, you know, like a clear upward trend in the size of your community and the people that are, you know, coming and watching your streams. And other metrics, it's hard to judge more objectively. Like, how do you objectively say how good your community is? Like, there's no way to do that without just being like, my community is the best. They don't say crazy things too much, I don't think. So it's easier to just look at numbers for milestones. But the problem with that then becomes, like I said, a lot of that is not in your control. And you can do stuff to kind of improve your odds, right? Networking, being consistent, having a consistent schedule, putting out more content, being active on more platforms. But there's like a limit to how much you can do as one person. You know, maybe if you have help, or, you know, you have money to pay people for help, and, you know, you can sort of delegate tasks to other people. I'd love to delegate video editing. Holy shit. I don't want to video edit ever again, but yeah, you know, you're limited. You only have so many hours in the day, only so much that you individually can accomplish towards that, right? And then a lot of the other stuff is just left up to algorithms and yeah. People happening to see your stuff and happening to want to come and all of that stuff. So yeah, I don't know what to look at. I like hitting milestones. I want a fancy badge next to my name. I think that would be cool to have a little check mark beside my name. Okay, I think that would be neat. Plus you get more emote slots, and I could use more emote slots, so that would be cool. Gone are the days when Twitch partner guaranteed you a 70-30 split, though. I'm so dramatic. Like, girl. It is not that serious. Thoughts on ferrets? I like ferrets. I think they're cute. I like them. One time when I was younger and I lived somewhere else when I was a student, I was walking down the street in the summer one day, and a guy was walking his ferret on a leash, had a little harness for it and everything. It was very cute. I remember it very vividly. It was like a decade ago. Maybe not a decade, but like 8 years ago. And I remember it so vividly. It was like the most random occurrence. I don't even know what I was doing that day. I just remember walking down the street and some guy walking his ferret. Should have asked if I could pet the ferret. You know, like when you encounter a dog on the street, somebody's out walking their dog, and you're like, hey, can I pet your dog? And they're like, yeah. And then you pet their dog. I should have done that with this person's ferret. Usually I'm watching your stream, I'm being bad and should have been sleeping for 2 hours already. What? Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go to bed. Just watch the VOD. Why are y'all staying up to watch a stream when you can just watch the VOD? I don't think you're usually not missing anything too wild anyways. You know, especially today, bro. The cat isn't even on the cat cam. You know, you're not even getting the content that I've promised today. Cat cam today, but there's no cat cam. There's no cat on the cat cam. I just looked through the wish list and there's some funny stuff on there. Okay. In my defense, 2 of the things on there, probably the weirdest ones, I had to put on there. They were from 2 separate donathons, actually. So I had a punishment wheel, right? And one of the things on the punishment wheel was that chat gets to choose something to put on my throne wish list. And that happened 2 separate times. The first time, they wanted me to put the Moby Huge on there. And I was like, okay. And then the other time, they wanted me to put the 55-gallon bucket? Tub? I don't know, 55-gallon container of lube. But they didn't have it on Amazon.ca because I'm Canadian. So, you know, we don't get the 55-gallon tub of lube. So I just put the 1 gallon, 55 of the 1 gallon. That's more lube than anybody needs ever. What the fuck are you doing with 55 gallons of lube? I don't even know what you're doing with 1 gallon of lube, to be honest. That's a lot of lube still. You should put one of those plushies in the background in front of the cam. Here you go. I have so many other plushies lying around that could be put in front of the cat cam. Most of them are my sister's, but there's a bunch of them in our living room. They take up a lot of space. Yeah. Just set a little plushie there. All right, this is our friend now. I'm sure there's a cat one somewhere. Put like a little cat there. No, the cat will come out eventually. Trust me, guys. She'll hang out with us at some point. Maybe. You should put one of the... Oh, I read that. I only saw Moby Huge. Oh, maybe sometimes they won't be visible. I think if it's out of stock, it automatically updates. So maybe that's what happened. The lube should still be there, but if it's not currently available on Amazon, it might not be visible to you guys. You can share the 55 gallons with your friends. You think I have friends? That's cool that you guys think I have friends. Invite the homies over. Yo, y'all want some lube? Yo, y'all need some lube? I got you. I got you. You guys need some lube? That's actually insane. God, you could like fill up a bathtub with like the 55 gallons. I'm trying to imagine what that would feel like to fill up a bathtub with it and like sit in it. I don't like it. I can almost like feel how it would feel, and I don't like it. Ew, ew. It's like so thick and like, meh. It's giving similar vibes to... Have you ever seen or heard of like Jello wrestling? I feel like that would feel gross too. Like, I like Jello. I don't want it all over me. I don't think that would feel very nice. It's like that squishy, mushy, kinda slippery texture. Kinda. You know, same vibe as the lube in a lot of ways. I know Jello's a bit more solid, obviously, but kind of similar vibes, right? Guys, how much money for me to bathe in lube? I would need to purchase the lube though. I feel like that would cost a lot of money to purchase enough to actually fill up a bathtub. So. Slimy, yeah, that's the word. That's the word I couldn't figure out. Yeah, it's slimy. Ah. Lube wrestling sounds funny though. It would be low-key. I'd like to see somebody do that. I don't know why somebody would do that. I'm sure, honestly, somebody's probably already done it. Have you met content creators and streamers? Those bitches be doing anything. They be doing anything for content and clout, I swear to God. Me included, honestly. Hey, Dad. Oh, hi. Hello, son. How are we doing today? How are you? Hope you're having a good day. Hope you had some yummy foods. Oh, are you handing out candy for Halloween? Are you doing anything cool for Halloween? Or nah, same old, another day for you? It's really just another day for me. All I did was change my hair color and my eye color and put on a cape with little bat ears. I'm like, whoa, spooky! Another day of my cat not loving me and not hanging out on the cat cam. Look how comfy my bed looks though, right? Can we all agree that my bed looks super comfy with the new sheets? It's such a vibe, honestly. It's so nice. How about you just lube up your body and slide over the floor like the penguins from Madagascar? I could get a slip and slide. You know, you put those in your backyard and you put like water on it. right? And then you like dive onto it, you run and dive onto it. I get one of those in my living room. That'd be crazy. I don't have enough space for some nonsense like that. One day maybe. One day maybe. That's so cursed. I'm sure somebody out there has done something like that. I'm sure if you look on YouTube or something, some streamer or YouTuber has done slip and slide covered in lube. I'm sure it's a thing. There's no way nobody's done this before. I would do it myself if I was willing to be on camera like that, but I'm just not. Who wants to come let me use you for content? I'll just record you using the lube slip and slide, and I'll give my commentary on it. One day Callie will have her own lube slip and slide in her living room. That's the dream, truly. That's the dream. Yeah, for real. That's how I know I've made it. I'll be like, guys, I got a lube slip and slide in the living room. That's how you know you've made it. For the content. Yeah, I love using other people for content. Like I said, when Nikki visits, I'm gonna use him for content. How much? It really depends, honestly. If you ask him nicely, he'll probably do pretty much anything for content. You know. You know, he said he could potentially do the hot chip challenge for money, so you know, I'm just saying. How bad has anybody tried the one chip challenge? Is that what it's called? The one chip? It's supposed to be hot. I'm a bitch baby. I would hate that so much. I don't know, it might be not as bad as the Vegemite though, low-key. I actually think that might be better than Vegemite. Maybe not the best idea to invite individuals willing to be part in that kind of content. I don't know. I think that's fine. I fuck with people who like would do that kind of content. Cause I would do that kind of content if I wasn't a VTuber and I was willing to like be on camera like that. I'm okay doing like hand cams and stuff and whatnot, but I don't really like being on camera. Which is funny because when I first was thinking about streaming, I heavily debated whether I wanted to be like a face cam streamer or a VTuber, because I didn't really know too much about VTubing at the time. I didn't know a lot about streaming in general at the time, but anything I did know, it was mostly from big streamers, face cam streamers. So I was like super new to VTubing back then too, and I was like, should I be a face cam streamer? Should I use a camera? And then I'm glad I kind of fell into VTubing, because honestly I don't think I'd be super comfortable on camera all the time, especially because I like not wearing a bra. I like being ugly. I like not having to like make sure my hair looks nice or make sure my face or whatever looks nice. It's definitely a lot more low maintenance. It's a little more expensive, I would say, especially if you're getting like a custom moving VTuber model, but that's not something you need right off the rip. But once you have it, like, you're good to go. it always looks the same. It always looks good. You don't really have to worry about it too much. You just kind of open the program and go, ah. Easy peasy. So I'm definitely glad I became a VTuber. Plus there's always that factor of, I don't know, I'd be saying some whack shit. I probably wouldn't say as much whack shit if I wasn't a VTuber. But it's nice knowing that it's not attached to my face. So if for some reason I have some future employer that I'm trying to apply for a job with them, they won't see they won't see anything from me online. They probably think I have no online presence because you can't really associate my VTubing with me. If you did a face cam, you could have done IRL content. Yeah, I mean, there's no reason I couldn't at some point if that's something I wanted to do. Like, you could always do it. There's lots of YouTubers who do IRL content sometimes too, like cooking streams and stuff, and they either just have the camera positioned in a way where their face just isn't included, or they wear a face mask so you can maybe see like their eyes but they still have, you know, a lot of their face hidden and whatnot for, I don't know, privacy reasons or just cuz. And then there's some VTubers who just do straight up IRL content, like with their face and everything. It just depends. Everybody has different preferences, honestly. But yeah, it's funny that I even considered doing face cam, given how uncomfortable I am with cameras in general. But at the time I was like, I didn't really know much else for options. So I was like, maybe. But then I was like, oh god, no. No. It's nice. I like being a VTuber, and especially over time I got a lot more involved in like the VTuber community and following a lot of other VTubers. I know a lot of other VTubers. I'm friends with other VTubers, and it's quite nice. It's quite nice once you get into the community. Obviously it has its issues, but if you just don't get involved in things, it's fine. That's like everything. There's always people out there with their shit, their drama, their whatever. But I think if you just stay in your own lane for the most part, you're probably okay. I stay in my own lane. You know, I kind of, you know, like watching drama go down from a distance at times. You know, I grab my popcorn and I'm like, oh, I don't want to be a part of it though. I don't want to be a part of it. I just stay in my own lane, mind my own business. And most people, that's what they do. You only see the really dramatic stuff because that's what gets shoved down your throat. But most people are really just minding their own business. It's like working from home versus working in the office. Oh, true. Yeah, because you have to go to the office, you have to be presentable, right? You have to dress a certain way, look a certain way. And if you're working from home, depending on what you're doing, but if you're just doing work at your computer and you don't have to be in Zoom meetings or something, you can kind of be a lot more comfortable, a lot more low-key. You don't have to worry too much about what you look like. You don't even have to wear pants, you know, stuff like that. So yeah, that is kind of what it is like being a VTuber versus a face cam streamer. And it's kind of all about preference. You know, everybody just has their preference and their different comfort levels. Some people do VTubing because they like their privacy. Some people do VTubing because they want to play a character. Sometimes it's, you know, a combination of those things and other things. Most people, it's going to be some combination of things. It's usually not just one thing, you know? But yeah, you know, it's just whatever somebody decides to do. And I always think it's funny that people will almost try to pit VTubers versus facecam streamers, like comparing them in a way. And it's just nonsensical to me, because at the end of the day, we're all doing the same thing. It's just the way that we present ourselves is a little different. There's hardly any difference realistically between using a camera to express yourself and using like a virtual avatar to represent yourself. Like, you're still sitting there talking, playing the same games you would be either way, talking about the same stuff you would be either way, making the same content you would be either way, generally. And it's just the medium you choose to express yourself through that's really the difference. So it's always funny to me when people are like, oh, VTubers are cringe, and I'm like, have you seen facecam streamers? You're gonna tell me that they're not also cringe sometimes? Like, okay. Cat cam, no cat. She's literally on my desk hanging out with me right now. She's so cute. Here, come here. I know, you want to sit with me. I know, but the people want to see you. The people want to see you. Here. Yeah. I know. She's mad because I kicked her off my desk. She yelled at me. I don't know if the mic picked it up. She yelled at me. Mother, please. If you show up topless with messy hair and without pants, most managers would have a problem with that. Yeah, most of the time they would. You would imagine. I don't know what the... Okay, she left. Well, I tried. She does not wish to be perceived. She wants to be a VTuber, guys. Respect her privacy. She doesn't want to be a face cam streamer. She wants to be a VTuber like her mama. I should get a little cat. I should get a little cat avatar that hangs out with me on streams, and that can be my cat. And then when she doesn't want to be on the cat cam, I can just have like a little animated black cat that I put in there instead. I should do that. I wonder if there's a pre-made one somewhere, and then I don't have to get one like custom, because it's a pretty generic thing, right? A black cat. Let me open a tab. I'll try to remember to look for something on like Etsy. Black cat. I don't even know what I would call it. Stream asset. I don't know, just something to remind me what I wanted to look for. Okay. Because yeah, then sometimes we have Kyle, because he's like my mascot, right? He's a little dragon. But then sometimes if we do the cat cam and the cat doesn't want to participate, we can kind of have the cat as a VTuber. Hi guys, I'm turning my cat into a VTuber. Oh my god, isn't that so cute? That's next level. Some people turn their mother or something, or their sibling into a VTuber. Have you ever seen one of those streams where people bring their mom onto stream and they have like they get them a custom PNG to represent them on the stream and everything? I think that's so cute. Or even, who was it that got a whole VTuber model for their mom? Was it Kakora? Yeah, I think it was her. And she got like a whole VTuber model made for her mom and brought her on the stream, and she had like a fucking debut and everything. And I was like, dude, that is so fucking funny. I'm gonna turn my cat into a VTuber. I think I might be the first person to turn my cat into a VTuber. I'm gonna start a trend. I'm gonna turn my actual IRL pet into a VTuber. 8 ads, GG's. Exclamation mpreg. I'm kidding. We changed it back. The command is ads. Yeah, Pecco. Yeah, and it was like really cool. And honestly, the model was really nice. I was like, oh damn, they kind of popped off with Pecco Mama. I think if I had a lot of money to blow, guys, if you give me a lot of money, I will not spend it responsibly. I will spend it on getting a VTuber model made for a family member and then making them be a VTuber on my stream. So, cat's back! Yay! Look, she loves that corner, bro. She loves hanging out in that corner over there. There were so many ads, I ended up opening a book and reading until it was over. That's valid. Whatever gets you through. I don't know if I'd open a book. 3 minutes isn't that long. I don't think you could probably read like a page or two, a couple pages maybe. Yeah, maybe a couple pages. I would not do it because I like to read a chapter at a time. I cannot stop in the middle of a chapter. That gives me the ick. I hate that. I have to finish the chapter I'm on before I'll put the book down. That's just cursed. Kato, you want a treat? They want to give you a treat. Who is the sister? Well, oh, okay. She really wants the treat. She's in my face, physically. One sec. We'll give the cat treats, and then... Okay! 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 Come here! Over here! Hey, Bozo. Bozo, this way. Bozo. Hey, this way. Bozo. Oh my god, you're stupid. Okay! Did you guys hear her yelling? She was standing right beside the mic. Meow! I was like, okay. And she's like, meow! And I was like, okay! Meow! Okay! She's sassy. She's sassy. See, that's what she's like with me. You guys get like the version of her where she's polite and she doesn't yell and she just like kind of hangs out over sleep. Like she'll sleep in the corner of the bed or something. Nah, she yell at me all the time. She yelling at me and shit. Is it directionally challenged? Well, I was trying to get her to go to where my one hand was, but she saw that there was treats in the other hand as well, so she was kind of trying to get those. And I was like, no, we're going over here where the people can see you. And she was like, no, I want these ones. And I was like, no, they're the same. You're getting them all regardless. Classic cat. Not a single brain cell. Yeah, she's super cute. See, look, we bribed her with treats and now she's abandoned us once again. Yeah, I hate to see it. Yeah, she's sassy, that one. She's sassy. She's so cute, though. I like chatty cats, though. I like cats that meow at you and talk to you, you know? So I think it's funny, because I'll just walk around my apartment and they'll just follow me. And they're not too chatty. They're not, like, always yelling at me. But sometimes they got something on their minds and they just follow you around and yap at you. And I'm like, I love a yapping cat. I love a chatty little guy. I'll talk to them and be like, yeah? Like, oh, is that so? Like, oh wow, no way. That's crazy. I wonder what they're trying to convey to me. They're like, mother, feed me. And I'm like, wow. Just kidding, they always have food. But God forbid. No, you can tell when the food bowl gets a bit empty though, because they all start yelling at you. They all just like stare at you. Usually they have a designated leader too, that will be the one that yells at you while the others sit behind and stare. It's very concerning when they do that. It's a little weird. They like form a union. That's the sister. Yeah. So, well, technically, I do have a stepsister as well. But yes, my blood-related sister is also a VTuber. She's kind of the one that got me into VTubing. I got into content creation in general on my own, but she kind of got into VTubing specifically before I did. And that's kind of part of why I got into VTubing. And yeah, but no, I think it'd be really funny to bring like my stepsister onto a stream one time. I feel like my stepsister would be easier than my stepmom, just because she's a little more familiar with like the internet and internet safety. You know, I could just tell her my VTuber name and tell her not to use my real name, and I wouldn't have to worry too much. It'd be like, you know, don't say too much about where we live. You know, they know we live in Canada. I feel like I'd be a little more concerned if I did it with my stepmom. I'd have to give her like a whole crash course on internet safety. Because, you know, the older generations, they didn't grow up with the internet as much. I think she has enough common sense that it'd probably be fine. But just to be safe, I definitely want to give her a bit of an online crash course. The one you streamed with? Yeah. We were doing the rating chat setups on Sunday. We stream together sometimes. I think we mostly enjoy doing our own thing, but once in a while it's nice to get together and either play a game together or bully chat together. If you have stepmom in your streaming title, though, you will be partnered by the end of the year. Is that how it works? Unfortunately, my stepmom's on vacation right now, so she's not getting back. She's gone for most of November on vacation, low-key. So, you know, even if we were to bring a family member onto the stream sometime soon, she's away. But yeah, I think probably I would do with my stepsister first, just because she's younger and more familiar with the internet and whatnot. But I think it'd probably be a little funnier with my stepmom. I think it's always funnier with parents, low-key, because they're just not as familiar with this stuff, right? You show them VTuber clips and they're like, what the fuck? Huh? But, you know, ease them into it a little bit. But that's kind of like, that's the goal I have up there. I wasn't really sure what to put as like a dono goal or something. So I figured maybe that. We have $4.20 towards it now. Huge. But yeah, I'd probably want to get them like a custom PNG to have on the stream if they're gonna be here. And I'd probably ask them what they wanted it to look like, because since they're not blood related to me, there's no reason to make it look like me at all. So I can just ask them, be like, yo, if you were like an anime character, what would you want to look like? What hair color? What hairstyle? You know, what eye color? What, you know? It would be funny. And then I put like a little bit of pizzazz on it, you know, a little bit of flair. You know, make it look cool or whatever. But yeah, so I think it could be some real fun. Proceeds to drop your full legal name on the first 10 minutes of stream anyways. Can you imagine? I'd be like, bruh. Be like, delete the VOD, end the stream, GG's, rebranding, new accounts. It's so Jovert. No, I don't think they would, neither of them would do that, especially if I told them. I'd probably write it on a sticky note, my VTuber name, and slap it right in front of their face on my monitor, so that they don't forget. If they sound like they're gonna say something whack, I can just click the mute button and be like, hey, what's wrong with you? But yeah, no, I think it'd be fine. If I was really concerned that that would actually happen, I wouldn't bring them on, obviously. But yeah, I think as long as I give them like a little sticky note so they know like my actual name to call me on stream, and you know, don't give away location information. You know, don't give away your credit card info. Even if the nice chatters ask for your credit card number, don't give it to them. Do not. You can't sweet talk them, guys, okay? They probably don't even know what y'all saying. I just be like, don't read that. That's not important. Those are bots. Those aren't real people. That's AI. But yeah, I think it'd be kind of funny, low-key. I think it'd be fun. Oh, hi. It drops full legal name. Actually, that reminds me. I was watching kind of like a friend buddy of mine stream. They're like a face cam streamer that I watch that I've known for a couple years, and I think they use their first name, like their actual first name. Yeah. They use their actual first name as like part of their username and stuff. So, but yeah, one time they called their mom on stream, and one of the first things that their mom did in the phone call was drop their full name, like first, middle, and last name. It wasn't really a big deal or anything, just because of like the context and whatnot, and like they didn't care too much. They were like, Mom, what the fuck? But it wasn't really that big of a deal. And I mean, in that situation, like they have a pretty good community, and so they're like, yeah, just, you know, don't remember that. And honestly, I could not tell you. I literally don't remember. You could put like gun to my head, like $10 million cash if I get it right. Ask me what their middle name and or their last name was. I couldn't tell you. I don't remember. This wasn't even that long ago. It was like maybe a couple months ago. I just immediately don't. I just like that information goes in one ear and out another. That actually happened at least one other time where I was watching a streamer, another face cam streamer, but they use like an online username that's different from their normal name. Like it's just like a gamer tag type of thing as their username. And again, one time it was different. This time it wasn't their mom. I don't know if they pulled something up on stream that had their name on it or what, and they're like, guys, ignore that. And honestly, most of the time people are pretty normal and they'll just ignore it and promptly forget what it even was. But sometimes people are weirdos and they're like, oh my god, hacker mans, oh my god, time to look up everything ever about this person. Like, that's weird. That's weird. Just tell us your legal name so we can make sure they don't say it out loud. Kazahana. It's like one of the first rules you'll come across if you start streaming is... So I don't know how much you guys know about streaming tools, but there's moderator functions like auto mod type stuff where you can put in banned terms. So, you know, if somebody tries to say something with that term in it, it automatically doesn't go through. So for me, I think mostly the words that I have put in there are just slurs. Because I don't want somebody saying a slur in my chat, obviously. So if you try to, it'll like insta not let you. It won't go through. But yeah, one of the first rules they'll tell you is don't put like your address, your city, your name, any personal information as a banned term. Because some people, in theory, it makes sense that you don't want it to be, you want it to be a banned term because you don't want people putting potentially your personal information in the chat. But then the issue becomes people can confirm that information by trying to put it in the chat, and if it doesn't allow them to do it, they know that they're right. It's better to simply ignore those things. And like for me, luckily nobody's ever tried this, so it's never been an issue. But if somebody were ever try to put like some sort of address or name or whatever attempt at personal information in the chat, whatever it is, regardless of whether it's actually related to me or not, like they're getting insta banned. Like putting any personal information, regardless of whether it actually pertains to me or not, like that's an insta ban. Like you just come in here and start dropping like a random address in chat, you're gonna get banned. If, you know, that was an accidental copy and paste from like a Google search or something, you're looking up like houses, you're, you know, like on Zillow or something, you're like Google mapping them and you accidentally copied and pasted, like, you know, you can like, I guess, I guess you could request an unban, but like, yeah, if anything like that, it's like insta ban and then not acknowledge it at all. Like you never let them know basically if it's correct or incorrect, right? But fortunately I've never had to deal with anything like that. I don't think I've ever had to deal with anybody trying to dox me. I feel like I should like knock on wood or something, because I hope that never happens. I think everybody hopes that never happens. You just kind of wish everybody will mind their own fucking business. You know, if people wanted you to have that information, they would tell it to you, right? And I'm fortunate that I've always had, you know, a community in a chat that minds their fucking business. But you know, I feel like eventually there's always gonna be someone who tries some whack shit. It's just the way people are. Bleh. If I start spamming random names and hope I get timed out, that is your name. It's like you type in chat, Kevin, banned. Like the randomest name and I'm like, banned. No, I mean, you can kind of tell the intent, right? And the context. You know, if somebody comes in, first time chatter, and just types in a random address in the chat, I'm gonna be like, what? Banned? That's so weird. What? Because in that instance, I can't imagine a lot of scenarios where there's a legitimate reason for that. Other than you trying to figure out if I have an address banned. You're trying to see if, you know, you found some information or you think you found some information. And you're trying to see if you can confirm it somehow. Like, what? Don't do that. Respect people's privacy. You would think that would be kind of a given, but not necessarily always. Yay! People suck sometimes. Anyways. Rename yourself to slur word. Legally change my name to a slur. I don't know if they would let you. I wouldn't anyways. I feel like changing your name sounds like a pain in the ass process because you have to get all your stuff changed, like all your IDs and, you know, any documents and whatnot. You just have to change it everywhere. So I feel like there's no point in doing that unless you absolutely really want to or need to. Obviously, you know, if you like get married and change your last name, that's one reason to do it. I don't know if I'd bother changing my last name if I got married. I don't know. I'll let you know if I ever get married. That may not even be a relevant thing ever, so. What else? Why else would people change their name? I guess if like you had a really shitty name and you turned 18 and you like wanted to change it, I'm sure that's a thing. I guess people also change their name if they're trans and their name doesn't necessarily work for the opposite, the other gender. They like, that's kind of fun because that's like, you get to choose your own name. That's not something everybody gets to do. Most of us are, well, I guess anyone could change their name at any time, but there's just not a really good reason to, normally. I fear if I was given the opportunity to change my own name, I would make it something bad. I would regret it like a year later. So I guess maybe it's better to let that be my parents' problem. But I would be really mad if they gave me a stupid name. Luckily, I have a pretty normal name, so I'm glad. They didn't do some fuck ass shit. They also didn't do the thing. I'm so glad about this. So you know how sometimes when people have twins, they'll make their names match, right? I'm trying to think of an example. I can't think of an example. Somebody give me an example of twins with like matching names. My parents fortunately did not do that. They gave us completely separate, different names. We don't even have the same initials. Like they didn't give us names that start with like the same letter even. Because I know sometimes people do that with their children. They give them all like names that start with an M or whatever. And I'm like, dude, that's so weird. What? Just pick a name that you like. It doesn't have to match like their siblings. It's so weird. Like they're little collectibles. Phil and Lil, yeah, from Rugrats, yeah. So I always think that's kind of cringe. Like it's weird. I think especially too, growing up, twins, especially identical twins, maybe not so much with fraternal twins, especially if it's like boy-girl twins, right? They're usually gonna have separate identities, but I think especially with identical twins, or maybe even just same gender fraternal twins, where they struggle to be seen as like their own individuals. People often treat you as a pair, right? You're like a little group, a little pair, always kind of grouped together. And I feel like that isn't helped when you give them matching names. I mean, I'm okay with like dressing them the same when they're little. It is cute. I will give it that. It is cute. So I don't have any issue with that, but like your name is something that you're gonna have your entire life as an adult too, right? Well beyond when you're a little child, you know? So you want your own sense of self, your own individual identity. Like, you know, like usually by the time you're like 7, they stop dressing you the same. You start having an input. You're like, I don't want to dress the same. I don't want to be the same as Nyx. She's stinky. I want to dress differently. Right? So you grow out of that because you start having your own opinion. You can't grow out of your name. So if they give you matching names, you're kind of like, well, fuck. So I'm glad my parents didn't do that. They had some sense, and I appreciate that. Fuamoko have a name that looks similar for a VTuber. I mean, they did the same pattern type of thing for their name. Like, it's both like Fuwawa, Mokoko, like it's kind of got the repeating syllables, which, but the names themselves are separate, right? But they did kind of like that similar thing, but they didn't make them rhyme. They didn't have, like, they don't even have the same letters in them. So they're separate enough. But I think for them, even if they did match, I think part of their like VTuber identity is being like twins and being very similar, right? So I think in that case, I don't think it'd be a bad thing. But when you're naming like a human person, two human people, I suppose, in the case of twins, you have to consider that they're gonna have to live their whole lives with that, right? I think sometimes people forget that. But yeah, no, I think they have good names, like Fuwawa and Mokoko. And then especially they go really well when they kind of put them together, like Fuwamoko. I like what they've done with the names. I think it's fun. I think they're different enough but similar enough to like be like they're their own individuals, but they're also, you know, similar, and they're twins. It would have been fun. I kind of wish like me and my sister had thought of doing like a twin VTuber thing, because it is kind of its own unique thing and not just anybody can do it, right? Because like Fuwamoko, I am pretty sure they're twins in real life. I don't know if they're identical in real life or what. I'd be willing to bet that they probably are. Because they're extremely similar. They're extremely similar, and they sound extremely similar as well, which makes me think probably. But yeah, me and my sister are also identical twins, so I think we could really do a cool, fun twin VTuber thing. But we started VTubing individually, and we have our own individual VTuber identities. So the best we can do is collab from time to time. They really lean into the twin thing too. Well, I think that's part of the appeal. That's what a part of what makes them very unique, right? Is that there's two of them, right? Most other, pretty much every, as far as I know, every other HoloLive member, you know, not just in EN, is just a singular streamer. It's a very unique thing to have two twins as sort of like the streaming personality. And I think part of the appeal is like, oh, they're doing cute twin stuff. Oh my god, they're like saying the same thing at the same time. Oh my god, they're being all like similar and cutesy, right? So I think that's part of, you know, that's very intentional on their part. And I think that's part of why they do so well, is because that's the whole appeal of them. What would be the point of having twin VTubers be twins if not to have them be very similar and, you know, kind of like go off of each other in like a very cute twin way. Cat on the camera. Oh, look at her. She's just a cozy little guy. She's just the coziest little guy. I like how she just changes position every once in a while. She's like, okay, this is the vibe now. Two of them. Great cat meme here. Two of them. Who's gonna fund matching VTuber models for me and my sister, so we can become VTuber twins? We actually did apply to a couple different VTuber agencies previously, and we did individual applications, and we also applied as a potential like twin duo, because that's a pretty unique thing. Not just anybody can do that. Unfortunately, they didn't want us, so unfortunately we were not wanted, so unfortunate really. That reminds me, I need to ask you about something. Oh geez, what's he gonna ask me about? Oh, okay, I see. I'll answer you later. Honestly, the answer is very unexciting, I promise you that. Yo, Hysteria, congrats on being Mpreg. I don't know how you can be Mpreg, because you're not a boy, but go crazy. Hope your evening has been spooky and chocolatey. It hasn't been chocolatey. I might see about going to the store tomorrow, see if they have any sales on the Halloween candy now that Halloween will be over. I think that'll be fun. Get myself some snackies. Discount snackies, hopefully. It's not worth buying them when they're full price. They're so expensive. Why is Halloween candy so expensive? It's a scam. It's only worth it if I can get it on sale, like 50% off. I kind of figured since related accounts kind of went dark, but yeah. No, it's just basically being too busy. I'll elaborate more after stream. I'll DM you. Yeah. I gotta go and maybe be back later. Happy Halloween. Thank you. I mean, I probably won't stream too much longer. I was thinking this would probably be like a 3-hour stream, but it's close to 4 hours already. Whoopsies. But I think 4 hours I'll still count it as a short stream if we finish up around 4 hours. You know, it still counts. I'm still valid. Is Aqua still dominant in this channel with his charming words? He pops in from time to time. He pops in at times. He mostly just, I think he's busy with whatever he's doing in his own life. He pops in though. He pops in to say fuck you and then he leaves. But yeah, he's not super active anymore. I think he's just, you know, having a life and stuff. Or maybe just, you know, hanging out with other groups of people or whatever he's doing. I don't know, I don't pry. I don't care. You know, like, oh my god, one of my mods became slightly less active. Time to pry into their life. Hey, I noticed you haven't been as active in streams lately. Do you hate me? I should do that to viewers too. Just like, hey, I noticed you haven't been attending my streams as much lately. Do you hate me? Parasocial ass streamer shit. Callie, can I kiss your horns? Yeah. Go crazy. Go crazy. I can't promise that that'll be enjoyable because they're probably cold. And I don't know how the texture would feel against your lips. But I'm not gonna stop you if that's what you want to do. What are you two gonna do another collab? That is a good question. That is a good question. I have to schedule a little more around an actual job now, which is kind of cringe, honestly. But we should do one day. We should. What will we do? Who can say? Who can say? I feel like me and like all my VTuber buddies that I collab with, I feel like we're all just kind of vibing, doing our own thing. And then every once in a while, we're like, you know what? I should see what this person's up to. We should get together. You know, and it's like most of the time we're just kind of doing our own thing. And so suddenly we're like, I should be social maybe. Go crazy, bet. Throats them? Guys, don't throat the horns. They're pointy. See that? Oh, they're kind of hidden. They're pointy. Do not deep throat my horns. It's a safety thing. OSHA will not be pleased with me if I let you do that. Is that what they're called? OSHA? Operational safety something. I don't know. Y'all listening to them? Couldn't be me, honestly. Ugh, PPE is disgusting. I'll just get I don't know, I'll just get an injury or a disease from my working conditions. Luckily, my working conditions are they probably don't put me in a lot of danger. I'm just kind of sitting at a desk right now. Worst thing that happens is like my chair breaks and I like fall a foot onto the ground. Maybe get a small bruise. Report it to the union. OSHA's a suggestion? Yeah, it's just a suggestion. You don't actually have to follow it if you don't want to. Hi Tokyo, hi. PP? Oh my god, PPE. Personal protective equipment? Something protective equipment, I don't know. Something. Something that you're supposed to use, probably. You can throat anything if you're brave. It's giving the same vibe as anything is a dildo, if you try hard enough. Neither of which is a good idea, guys. Do not stick random objects inside of your body. Do not stick random objects inside of your body holes. Or do, I don't know. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. If you want to stick a light bulb up your butthole and end up in the ER, who am I? Who am I to tell you how to live your life, right? Do if they have a base. Is that the rule? It has to have a base to be a dildo? Or is that more of like a safety thing? Because it is the idea that if it has a base, then you can't like accidentally lose it up there, question mark? Is that a concern? Is that a thing? I know sometimes I've heard of stories where people forget that they have a tampon in. I guess women basically, and it kind of gets lost up there. But that's a bit smaller. Losing it is the fun part. Yeah, then you get to have a fun search and rescue. Yay! That sounds scary. What, the getting the tampon stuck up there? Yeah, that's the kind of situation where you go to the doctor or like the ER and you're like, hey, I lost my tampon up my hoo-ha. I don't think that's that common. Probably. I don't know. I've never been in any danger of losing my tampon up there. But I've definitely seen a couple of stories on the internet. Or my favorite is the one where they just forget that they had one in there at all until some later point, and it's like sitting in there for days, maybe even weeks. That's not great. That's not great. I think the issue with that is that you run into a risk of infection when you have that. That's no good. That's crazy. That's crazy. I've never done that, bro. I've never been anywhere close to doing that. I'm like, how do you just like forget that it's there? Like there's a little string. Like anyways. Alright. What do you guys think? I send you off somewhere? No, wait, maybe we'll get the cat to make an appearance quickly before I send you guys somewhere. How about that? We'll bribe the cat quickly, and then I'll find somewhere to send you guys. Where is the cat? Is she in the back corner there? I don't see her. Oh, she's on my desk. Okay, come on. No. We're going in the camera. We're going in the camera. Come here. Show people how cute you are. Let them see you. Look at you. You're so cute. Look at her munching. She munch. I love when cats do the thing. My cat doesn't really do it, but it's really cute when cats do. Where when they're eating, they make like those little eating noises. They're like nom 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 nom. It's cute when cats do it. If a human person makes noises like that when they eat, I don't like it. Luckily, I don't think I've ever really encountered a person like that where they like they like make like noise the entire time they're eating. I don't like that. If I went on a date or something and they did that, I would not be going on a second date. I can promise you that. I would get the ick so fast. Do not do that. Nah, see, it doesn't count if you do it intentionally, because I know you're doing it intentionally. I spent a week with you before. I know you don't make noises like that when you eat. I know you don't. At that point, I'm just gonna do it back. I'm just gonna antagonize you back. Or I'll just ignore you. I'll go into the other room and put my headphones on, and then I don't have to listen to you. Look at the cat. She's just sitting there. She's so polite. She's so cute. Alright, what are people up to tonight? Probably playing like spooky games and stuff, right? That's kind of the vibe. Yeah, I'm seeing some Silent Hill, some Phasmo. Unfortunately, seeing some League of Legends. You hate to see it. Oh, there she goes. Bye. Thanks for visiting us. It was so nice to see you for like 3 seconds, Ellie. So nice of you to bless us with you momentarily. Free PC to take? Don't take my PC. I'm too poor to replace it. And then I can't yap at people on the internet. And then I'll cry because I don't have any other hobbies. Okay? Okay. I might raid this person. I'm pretty sure this is a new person that I follow, and I'm pretty sure I followed them from somebody raiding them recently. I'm trying to think who I was watching that raided this person, but my brain is kind of broken. Maybe somebody will know. You tuned in right at the end, yeah. Also, hi, Papa. I was gonna message you and ask you if you were okay, because I sent you a message the other day, and usually you're pretty good about responding within a day or so, and you hadn't responded, and I was getting kind of worried. It wasn't anything like important that I messaged you, but just the fact that you hadn't responded yet at all, even just to say, sorry, I'm busy, I was like, oh no. What is the command? There is no command. I don't know. What are you trying to look for? I should have a command. I have a suggestion. She's doing crafts. Oh, I think I already decided on somebody, because it's somebody I've never raided before, because I only started following them from somebody else's raid recently. But I can't remember who it was that raided them, but I was like, oh, they're cute. Their name is Krelly. A chaotic cow. Chaotic cow. But I'm pretty sure it was from a raid the other day. But they're doing spooky horror marathon. I don't know. Looks like they're just kind of yapping right now, and I love a good yap. Fuck ass raid commands don't work. There's no raid command. There's no raid command because I'm stupid and I keep forgetting to set something up, so get fucked. Alright, okay, when is the next stream? I know I don't have a proper schedule lately, but I still like to give you guys an idea of when the next stream will probably be. Tomorrow's my rot day, so I don't have work, I don't have stream. I'm just gonna rot, do some laundry, you know, that kind of thing. Saturday, I work from... I forget. I think I work like early afternoon, so... I don't know, maybe a Saturday stream, but I think probably not, because I have the next 4 days off after that, so probably be like Sunday, Monday stream. So let's say probably Sunday around 6 p.m. or so. I'll let you know closer to it. Maybe Saturday, but I wouldn't bank on it. VR on Saturday. Oh yeah, Nyx has her VR chat meetup that day. Okay, so definitely no stream that day. I forgot, she normally does it the last Saturday of the month, but technically tomorrow's November 1st, and that was because I was making her doing the twin-a-thon last week. Yes. Okay, yes, so I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be hanging out at her VR chat community night on Saturday. You're right. Thank you. So yeah, next stream will be Sunday then. What will we do? Who can say? I'll figure it out before then. Don't forget respawn day for Boofy too. Oh, it's respawn day for Boofy? Oh, exciting. Old. Alright, what do you guys want to do for a raid message? Halloween related, spooky, monster fucking what? Sorry. No, we're normal. Let's just do a spooky raid. I feel like that's pretty generally a good one for today. Everyone's being spooky today. Spooky dink donk. You're so right, Lan. You're so right. This is why you're the smart sibling. I think of Lan Loki as the smart sibling. Not gonna lie. I think of Lan as like the smart, kind of like older sibling that kind of like has their shit together type of vibe. Dude, I'm trying to copy and paste this raid message. I'm having an aneurysm. Guys help. Guys help. Guys, I'm stupid. No, it's just not copying and pasting for some reason. Gah! I'm gonna commit crimes. I mean, I'd probably do that anyways, but still. Okay, now I can copy it. Okay, I got this. No, it's not pasting. I'm gonna commit more crap. Okay, there it goes. We're having some technical difficulties. Maybe it would have been a good idea to have a raid command. That's on me, that's my fault. I'm still gonna forget to do it, but I'm gonna regret it for like 3 seconds. Prepping for a raid is the most awkward thing. Dude, I'm just like, especially I'm trying to like copy and paste, and I always want to do like a kind of like, I always want to have a special raid message, you know, something related to that particular stream, you know, something we were talking about that day or something like that. Or if we raid Nyx, I like to say do the dishes, right, in the raid message. Maybe she'll be inspired by it to do the dishes. You never know, right? So I like I want to like personalize it or customize it, but sometimes my brain is just like bleh. I'll work on something, you can just copy paste into chat. I can do it all by myself. I'm a good professional streamer, thank you. And then 3 seconds after stream, she completely forgot that she said that, and it was never mentioned again. Alright, yeah, so stick around for the raid. We are raiding Crowley, who is a chaotic cow. We love a chaotic VTuber, really. I'm a chill VTuber, just so we're clear. I'm like a... Guys, am I a cozy streamer? I'm not a cozy streamer. That's a rhetorical question. Alright, I'll set that up. I'll send you guys on your way in a second here. You guys have a good rest of your Halloween. Make sure to go look for discounted candy tomorrow. Hopefully you guys can get some yummy snacks that you can take to work or school or whatever. Or you could just give them to me. That's also an option. I do love snacks. I love snacks. Free snacks are the best snacks too. Alright, you guys have a good night. I will see you Sunday, hopefully. Yay! Alright. Bye. How long can I stare at you before it gets awkward? Okay, bye.